think we're good now. So, end of last session that happened back. Did we do what? We did it in December, right? That was a month ago. No, it was 2 months ago. We didn't do one in December because of the holidays.
It was in November.
It was in November. That was wishful thinking that we actually stuck to the, every month. DM wishful thinking.
Holidays are always a caveat.
Yeah, I figured we probably weren't going to get one in December. So, anyway. So, for session 4, started out, as any session does, very normally. The party wandering through. Arafi gets left behind in the market somewhere, and no one seems to really notice or care.
That's not true.
Did you notice? I don't remember.
I want to point out we had a discussion at the beginning of the game
Did
where
we?
we were all like sitting outside the graveyard, like, man, where did Rafi go? Oh, she went off to go talk to X person, the owner of the little store, to have a chat with them. And we're all like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
I couldn't remember for sure if we had a little conversation or not. Listen, yes. It was a while ago. But anyway.
Yes, because I believe me, if Meepo was like, where did Rafi go? He would like hunt her down because he doesn't trust
like
any of you.
Like a bloodhound. So anyway,
yes, he doesn't trust any of you, so.
So
you don't trust me?
I mean, you've known each other for a day and a half.
I'm shocked and surprised.
Percival is super trustworthy, so I'm also super surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, go on.
So you notice Rafi is gone, and you guys carry on, realizing that you don't need her to investigate a graveyard. So heading into the graveyard, you don't see too much on first glance, but upon Percival using Divine Sense, he notices that Queerty has some sort of celestial shit going on there, and you sense like these this undead presence underground in the catacombs. So the party goes under there, investigates, disables a trap on a door that was totally trapped, and I definitely didn't forget to trap and plan. Yeah, so there definitely was a trap there. Anyway,
I believe you.
So upon going through that obviously trapped door, you open up to this kind of like man-made cavern part of the catacombs and find some voices, some fun little voices, to which are promptly absolutely obliterated by Percival and Meepo. And they're just you guys knock them unconscious.
Qwerty took care of the northern threat, which was the lady at the cage.
I tried really hard to keep them alive, man.
Listen, I managed
you kept us alive.
Yeah, Qwerty stuck in the back while everyone else was knocking out those in the front, and she finds a little a cluster of cages of these caged like cats and lizards and a little barrel of some sunstones. So upon taking care of all those things, and they're unconscious over in the corner, all tied up. Meepo, you find some documents about, I'm pretty sure his name was Jonathan, and how his wife is leaving him, and how he's a terrible father.
Very important ancient lore.
Very important ancient lore, yes. You interrogate the cultists, finding out that they serve the goddess Yvonne, which is unfamiliar to all of y'all. You guys no idea who this Yvonne person is. Maybe she's not even a god. One of the books that you retrieved from the office, you open and find is a necromancy book about the history of necromancy written in Celestial, and you also find Tinks's missing book sitting in the office as well. And while Meepo finds, Meepo didn't find that. I don't know, y'all. It's fine. You interrogating the cultists turns rather violent as Percival decides to rip out the tongue and eyes of one of the cult members and uses healing hands, so he can't do anything. Light bit of torture.
Oh, I think I do recall stabbing his eyes. I don't remember ripping them out, but I did want him to be blind.
Yeah.
And mute.
Take a potato. Yeah. So from there, the kind of like lead cultist guy, he tries to pull a slight one on y'all, and he reaches for his pocket for what you presume to be some sort of weapon, to which everyone reacts very quickly by chopping off his hand, and Meepo stabs his other into the ground. So he's down.
Saving everybody.
Yeah, so he's down for the count. you don't even wake up the third guy. You just kill the third guy in his sleep, who turned out to be Jonathan, who just wanted to see his wife and kids again. He, you know, he may have been a bad dad, but he wanted to see him again.
Shouldn't have been part of crazy necromancy cult shit.
Yeah, he was a deadbeat that was making all the wrong choices. Like
Absolutely.
those kids are better off without him.
Listen, I'm very sorry, but if you're too busy like with your like snake cult to be a good dad, I mean, I don't feel that bad. I'm just pointing out Meepo don't feel any remorse, period. But Meepo especially doesn't feel remorse for that guy.
Yeah.
Meepo's eaten his young. This guy doesn't even deserve that.
Fair. But anyway, so after that, you guys let go some lizards and a few of the cats that didn't seem to be any sort of experimented on. Grabbed the experiment documents that you had found and took those remaining crates and collapsed the tunnels behind you as you left and are now walking down the streets of Swansboro. And that is where we had left off.
We would also, to remind people why we chose to be so violent and like leave no survivors. We don't trust the crown. We didn't trust the leading family, the king of the area. We felt like there's something was off. Because I just want to remind that to myself and everyone else involved.
Yeah. It
wasn't just like, let's do violence right now. Haha,
Yeah.
it'd be funny, goofy.
I will
You
also
just hate the monarchy.
Yeah, I will also add that the king also did ask that if you had found any more information about these like sunstone things to report back to them. So you guys are actively going against that, just so we're all on the same page. You guys agreed to go against that request.
We haven't necessarily not reported back yet.
Yeah, I'm just reminding everyone of that tidbit because that tidbit did happen at the start of session 3, like 5 months ago. So
that is a good point.
I just want to remind that was a request made at the time. It was violence for a purpose. Exactly. So, yeah, you guys are walking down the street. It's getting pretty damn close to the time that you need to meet Lillian in the Sleepy Stag Tavern as she had requested, and Arafi informed you that she had requested. Arafi is skipping down the street on her way over to y'all because she knew y'all were heading to the graveyard. She's coming over to finally help. Do you wanna? Are you good to go? Are you still setting up your VTuber model? Here she does.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, you're good. Anyway.
So Meepo, what do you plan on doing with that tongue?
You catch me at a wrong moment here.
Oh, are you eating it? Oh, I didn't think that would be that kind of delicacy for you.
Hey man, we can't judge his culture.
I mean,
to be fair,
no judgment.
Like, to be fair, yeah, Meepo probably would have eaten it. That's legit is what happening. So what do you do at that time? You just look over and you're like, oh.
it's wiggling out of the little cloak because it's like slowly disappearing.
He eats it like a dog eats a piece of meat, just like like trying to swallow the whole thing. Exactly.
It's just disappearing underneath the cloak. It's the quack quack.
Yep.
I mean,
whatever do you mean, Percival?
I just, I suppose we've eaten like cow tongue and stuff like that before. I just wasn't expecting you to consume human meat. Should we be concerned?
Surprised.
Are you the one that just tortured a scared and terrified man in the middle of a dark cave, judging me for eating a bit of spare meat?
I mean, I'm not eating his flesh.
Because one is better than the other.
Yes.
You smooth skins have strange cultures and opinions on things. Just a waste is what you left in there. I at least recycle.
I mean,
Oh.
he was a waste to begin with, so it's not like I really made much of a difference.
Are you the judge of that, Mr. Percival?
I am today.
Interesting.
We have a Ziggy.
Okay. Are we good? Are you good? Are you good, Ziggy? If not, you're fine. Okay, cool. Okay. Then yeah. So as you guys are walking down the street, having this fun little conversation as Meepo's scarfing down this tongue, you can see Ziggy kind of skipping down the street, waving you guys down on her way to the graveyard to help. You guys also still have around like 3 crates of like a couple cats and a few lizards also.
Also, as soon as you see her, it's so obvious that she has just been shopping all day. Like, she's wearing fully a new dress, a ton of jewelry that you have not seen on her before. Like, her old clothes were fine, but they were kind of like ratty travel clothes, you know? Now she's got on like a nice gown that's like red and gold and white. And she's got like her hair's done up in a way that you've never seen it before. She's got little jewelry on her ears, a bunch of necklaces, multiple rings. She's like decked out. She walks up to you guys with just like the biggest smile. Hey guys, I've missed you. What have y'all been up to?
Finding
blood.
Meepo some lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Cool, you know.
Weren't we supposed to be doing something today? Did I miss that?
I mean, you know, we've got a few different plans. I think we're supposed to meet what's her face over at the tavern.
Mm.
We have to do something with, all these animals now.
I am
Huh?
going to, for brevity's sake, I'm going to brief Arafi with all explicit detail as to everything that she missed and what happened.
Oh,
Gory detail and all.
Arafi's big
Go
smile.
detail. No hiding. No, like just straight off. Like, well, we went down into the tunnel, and I recognized that the door was trapped. Luckily, the trap seemed to have been broken by Meepo's skill. Then we proceeded through the corridor after hearing a wailing woman down the other side. That was a little freaky, so we kept going, ran into some snake cultists, which we decided to ambush. After ambushing them, decided to get as much information as we could. These cultists being, dangerous of types as we could tell, and us not necessarily trusting the crown with the dangerous information they had, we chose to kill them. However, Percival wanted to gather a little bit more information as well as send a message to said cultists, so he decided to break their kneecaps, cut out their eyes, cut out their tongues, and also leave one of them to suffocate by themselves as we collapsed the cave behind us. We had first of all rescued all the cats and mouses that were not afflicted by the different experiments done. But these ones in the cages here are the ones that are afflicted, and we're trying to figure out what we need to do with them right now.
So you explain all that. And at the beginning of your story, Arafi is like looking at you with this big smile, just like she's had a great day, you know. And she's like smiling and nodding as you start your story, like, oh, okay, good caves, tunnels, cool. That makes sense. And the more details you say, you just watch her smile like slowly fall, and her face turns into one of like pure horror as she looks up at Percival and then looks down at the animals and just goes, oh. What? It's really nice that you guys saved the animals.
It was our number one priority.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We don't take kindly to animal cruelty.
Right. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, I will also cut in quickly as well for whatever you guys decide to do with these animals. Keep in mind there was a gestation period that seemed to have been written down in the notes, like it was a progression thing. So,
okay,
just a reminder.
Can I like, I don't know, can I look at these animals? Do I know anything about this? Can I do like a history check or something? Ooh, I'm so bad at history. Can I do any kind of check?
I mean, you can do an Arcana check. You might not know
good.
too much.
I'm equally as bad as that. Don't worry, I have a -1. 13, baby. Not
Pretty
that.
good at
That's
everything.
pretty good for a -1.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you look at these like cats and like these lizards, and you recognize that the lizards that are here are these little guys that you saw come out of the gem when you saved Snowball. And that this just looks to be more little critters implanted with these stones, like what happened to Snowball when you saved him earlier in the day, or the night before, whenever that occurred.
And so all of these guys have stones on them?
Yeah, there was only
In
a
them.
yeah in them pretty much. It's like
In them?
It's like embedded in their flesh. Like when you save
Mm.
Snowball, like it left like a cavity in the chest where the
Right.
stone was.
But taking the stone out did fix it.
Yeah.
Though.
There was still a small cavity there, but I mean, yeah, it removed the curse or whatever it was that was on the animal.
For sure.
Meepo decided wanted to take the animals not of animal cruelty, because Meepo doesn't believe in such a thing. However, Meepo believed that these to be possibly very dangerous weapons or soldiers of some kind, and Meepo would like to know more about it. Meepo would also like to avoid having a bunch of Snowball 2 electric boogaloos running around the city, causing chaos.
Yes.
Not good for business.
Right.
Oop.
Business.
What is your business?
None of yours.
You walked into that one.
Meepo's iconic.
Okay, so
Bing!
Percival pulls out a tiny little notepad and just scribbles something down.
Meepo 1, Percival 0. I'm kidding.
You don't know what it says, and I
Yeah,
hope
I
it
know.
drives you nuts.
Meepo would look over at you, and his long tongue would just like lick his eyeball, like curiously, like I want to know what's written there.
So again, it is getting rather close to the time that you agreed to meet Lillian. Are you guys walking towards the
My
sleepy stag?
date!
The sleep, yeah, Ziggy's date. You're gonna
I
be late for
forgot that I
Ziggy's
did
date.
that bit. I have a date, guys.
Are you guys busy walking down towards the sleepy stag while you are talking, or do you guys have a plan to do something with these animals first, or are you gonna do that after the fact?
Okay,
Just for
very
long.
quickly. First of all, if we can talk for a moment, Meepo needs to set something straight. We did everything we did in that cave for lack of trust towards royalty, bad parents, something or another, more concerned about the cat than the actual child safety, something. Meepo doesn't quite understand Smoothskin's culture on that. However, do we trust them enough to give them these animals, which, as we know, has a gestation period which could literally turn into those snowball monsters at any moment? Would the most responsible thing be to kill the animals? Would the more responsible thing be give the animals to someone who could maybe do something about them? Would the more responsible thing would be trying to have Meepo remove the gems, potentially killing the animal, but also saving them potentially?
So I will add
Well-
the documents that you picked out. After the very brutal interrogation, they were trying to pretty much artificially make dragons.
Oh.
That's right. Which I would share that with.
Yeah,
Rafi.
you'd share that with Arafi, and I'm pretty sure you got that from one of the cult members. So
Yes, and I meant one question to you, Dungeon Master.
yeah.
In the lore, usually kobolds have a very close relationship with dragons.
Mhm.
Like they're like little dragon servants, and they
Uh-huh.
want to like turn into dragons themselves. Is this canon in your world as well? How does Meeple feel about dragons? Is basically my question.
I mean,
You
I'd
can do
say
whatever you want.
I'm trying to think, because technically where kobolds originate in my world, there aren't dragons anymore. But I feel like
Wouldn't they then still
when
worship the dragons like gods, though?
yeah,
Like, wouldn't that be the...
because dragons still do exist. They're just
Right.
not in the West, where I have kobolds like canonically originating from anymore after like the colonization of the world. But I feel like you would still worship them in a sense, or at least like have a like affection towards like dragons. Affection's not the right word, but
An affinity.
affinity to them.
All right.
Meepo wants to point out that I find these research to be highly disturbing. One cannot create a dragon being a perfect being. This is heresy, as pure and simple. We cannot have this.
Hmm. Well, according to your first question, you said you did all you did out of distrust for the crown, and if you distrust them that terribly, I don't think leaving these potential weapons with them would be a good idea. I don't know what the right course of action is, but I mean, if you don't trust them, why give them? You saw what those animals could do, and that was just one. How many do you have here?
It was about
We have like
5-ish, wasn't
yeah.
there? I think it was about 5.
5 could do a lot of damage if set free, and if the crown is to not be trusted, and they got a hold of this and studied it, who's to say they wouldn't duplicate the experiment?
Who's to say those that we tortured weren't already working for the crown in a roundabout way?
Another good
Hmm.
point. So, therefore, all things considered, are we all in agreement with Meepo that the crown is not to be trusted at its face value at the moment?
I'm with you there.
No.
Yeah.
I
Not saying they're necessarily bad bunch. Just
That's the
Meepo doesn't
thing.
trust them right
See,
now.
with
With
caution.
something of this sort of power, to trust anyone with it outside of the people that I've seen deal with the problem. I trust you guys because we dealt with it. We did the right thing and we saved people. But I don't know. I don't have enough information to trust anyone outside of us.
Understood. Therefore, Meepo proposes we don't take these to the crown immediately. We do need to report back to the crown. We do not want the crown's bad. We want to be on the crown's bad side.
Mm.
You have a date. Today is a date, I suppose.
Yes, my
Um,
date.
Yes, today is your day, is what you're saying.
Yes, but she does work in the castle. So I do think that maybe it could be good to hold off on our decision on what to do with the animals until after. How long is the time that they have before things turn
The
bad?
gestation period.
Yes.
According to the documents that Meepo had grabbed, it looks like you have about a week in comparison to older experiments.
fine.
That lines you have about a week.
We're fine. Yeah. Okay. So here's my thought. We go talk to my date, my beautiful date. I'm so excited. Wow.
She's so
It's
much
my first
older
date,
than you.
guys. Isn't that crazy? Oh, wow. Anyways, so we're gonna go talk to my date and maybe get some information about I like lean in and I'm like whispering now because I've just realized we're fully talking about this in the street. I'm like, get some info on the crown, and maybe make a more informed decision.
Every time every time you talk about your date, like, oh, it's my first date, guys. Oh my god. Meepo's like looking at you like incredulously, like, obviously not. Like you've lived more than a day. Like, please. But he just like he doesn't fight it. He opens his notebook and starts writing in it.
Meepo then proposes Meepo can hold watch over the animals while you are on your date at the inn. I'll sit in a corner, perhaps read, perhaps study the creatures while you do your whatever is important today date thing.
Right. I will say, maybe we should. Are they in cages, Avian?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're in like
Okay.
a wooden crate. They're all kind of stuffed in together in two different
so
crates.
sad.
Yeah, it was not very
but they're
good.
like wooden crates, like
yeah.
they can't be like you can't see what's in them.
No, you can. They're wooden on the top and bottom, but there are bars, so you can see what's in there and stuff.
Okay. So, what I would suggest, just because we are going to be in public, is maybe hiding these in some way. Because if there was a cult, there's probably more members than just the people who were there. You know?
Yes. Are we in the middle of a busy
I'm a busy
market
street right now.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah,
just
they're
been walking down one of the main streets with these crates of cats.
Are there like an abandoned market stall which has like a like
Yeah,
sheets
I mean,
around.
I
it.
just pull out my old clothes that I am not wearing anymore, and I just drape that over.
Meepo's just gonna walk up to one of those and grab the tapestry or whatever's like in an abandoned one. There's no one there.
Yeah, someone's
And,
someone's
just
people are busy
grab-
packing up, and there's some
grab
abandoned
a
booths.
big chunk of canvas and just cut a massive chunk and just cover both cages.
Over top of Raffi's clothes.
Yes. Yes. There you go. Problem solved.
Okay.
So, for time wise, if there was nothing else that you guys wanted to talk about or do, I'll say that you guys were walking down the street while you were talking, and you're right by the Sleepy Stag. If you want to go in now, unless you wanted to do something else quickly.
No, I'm ready for my date.
I'll let you guys do the dating stuff. As Meepo is Salad's very interested, but Meepo's more or less interested with smooth skin shenanigans. So he's gonna be off in the corner doing the thing, watching, keeping an eye on you guys and surveilling the crate.
Okay, I need to open my files because I have documents to share. That I finally did this morning after Z yelled at me all day yesterday to do it.
We're proud of you.
Thanks.
Anyway. Yay, Ben.
Okay, so you guys open up the tavern. You got your crates covered in the canvas and the dresses and clothes and stuff. And you see kind of off to the side, you see a familiar face, Lillian sitting there at a table with one of the royal guards kind of there protecting her because she's obviously a high up figure, make sure she's not going to get robbed and thrown in a back alley and killed or something, and she kind of sees you guys walk in and waves you over to come sit, and it looks like she has a nice pile of papers with a few coin purses sitting there too.
I'll walk over and I sit right next to her. Hey, how are you?
Hi. She seems a little put off by the closeness, but
no, just in the chair next to her. Okay. I don't move it closer, just whichever chair is next to her.
Okay, she still kind of just hello, and sits there and a little off-putted by the familiarity that you have with her after knowing her for maybe 10 minutes.
This is my best friend. What are you talking about?
I like to also you think it's a date and you just sit next to the person.
Rafi's never been on a date.
It's her first date.
It's her
Quite
first
literally.
date.
Fair enough.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
The entire time, Meepo's gonna be 2-3 tables in the corner, but the entire time he's I'm going to observe this, and opens a fresh page on his book, starts writing notes about dates.
Not creepy at all.
Okay.
Percival and I sit on another table nearby. I don't want to interrupt.
No, I wave you guys over.
Okay.
Lillian also waves you over. She's like, I need all of you here. I need all of you.
Fair dues. All right.
Oh, I didn't realize that we were all on this date.
Yeah, I don't know if I consented to a date.
Date?
Yeah,
What do you mean a date? Who's on a date?
Oh.
This is.
Well, apparently we're all on a date.
She kind of looks at y'all. She's like,
"Yeah, you're in the minority here, my friend. We all thought this was a date."
Wait,
didn't realize we were trying to date us all.
Was this not a date?
Kind of looks to her guard and she's like, "What the? No, I'm sorry."
Raffi looks so heartbroken. She's so sad.
I'm so sorry for the miscommunication, but no, I'm. How old are you?
Raffi's crying a little bit.
Aww.
No.
Percival's just gonna put one hand on her shoulder and just pat.
No, don't cry.
I'm sorry. Where she's pretending that she's not crying. She's like, yeah, no, of course. So what's up?
I'm so sorry. And she kind of looks. She's like, I'm sorry. Anyway, first off, I have the contracts you requested for your, what'd you say, paper trail? And then I also have a bit of a proposal for you.
Okay, I'm sorry. If this isn't even a date, you cannot propose. Like that's too much. I know what that
No,
means.
No, Rafi
Yeah, I
was.
mean,
Rafi was it?
if you're going to propose, this sounds like it's a date.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to take someone on dates before you can propose. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's how it works.
You're not
I
being
have
very
a-
clear here.
I have a request for you.
Okay. It can't be marriage because we just
It's not.
established that.
It's not marriage. I'm very sorry,
Okay.
but I am very much already spoken for.
Oh.
I look at Querity and be like, are you?
Are you?
No. I look over
It's
at
not
Meepo.
any
Do you
of
think?
you.
I look over at Meepo and I'm like, "Him
Meepo,
over me?" Like Arafi's like in her head.
Meepo
She's
is-
like, "Over me? Meepo over me?"
Meepo the entire time is just writing like furiously, like mating dance, very different. Look for pity, make sad. Like it's quick notes. Like he's like, oh my god, there's so much going on here. Like,
He needs water.
Anyway, first off, here's your gold for helping find the princess and her cat, and she hands out the four pouches
Gold
of
rings?
How
Gold.
much?
It was 1,000. It was
Josh?
it was 1,000 total. How much? What is that divided by 4 exactly? I can't
250.
remember. Is it
250?
250? Okay, yeah, 250.
Cool. I'm
Meepo
adding
will,
that
as
to my
soon as like
inventory.
the gold pouches touch the table, he like runs over and grabs his like immediately.
He hears the jingle of the bag pick up, and then before it even sets
Yep.
down in front of him, he's just there.
He's there.
And she's like, "What? Oh, okay.
Where did you come from?
Weird bunch. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Anyway, nothing.
You're the one trying to date us all. While you're spoken for,
Yeah.
does your partner know about this?
I don't want to
Anyway.
be involved in this dishonesty, you know?
She's ignoring. She's just ignoring you guys at this point, and she reaches into her bag. She reaches over, not into the bag. She reaches over and grabs the parchments over on her side. She's like, I do have a few contracts for you to sign that you had requested. And the first one,
Oh, that's right. We
prenup.
wanted contracts for.
yes, that was the contracts that I was
Yes,
asking about.
That's-
That was
I
your
had
idea, which
completely
is
forgot.
yeah, that was your idea. That's why I messaged you, hoping you would have the notes on
I
them.
had.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's right.
I'm going to be putting them in the no mic chat. The first one is a official adventuring party form as I assume you guys are going to continue adventuring together. We do require that all adventuring parties are officially designated under the law, essentially, so we
The
can...
government controls adventuring parties?
No, it's just more to be recognized as an official adventuring party. This one is not a must, but I figured if you guys wanted, a bit of a royal backing behind your name, it would be useful for you.
That is right. That's why Meepo wanted this. I remember.
Oh,
now.
right.
Yeah. Meepo was like, you can't just be like, you're adventurers now. We can't be like, okay, like, are we gonna like walk up to your guards and be like, we're the professionals?
No,
We're
we're
gonna
the profession.
you.
That's
this
true.
is
I
like a
forgot
badge
that's
of
the whole
like,
point.
hey, you need to help us because that's what Meepo wanted. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so this first parchment is a little bit shorter. It has a little sigil of the god Dakar, which is one of the gods overseeing the kingdom that the kingdom mostly worships. And it's just brief. It's signed by King Rickon at the bottom, and it just kind of states that all the adventuring party binds the tiefling Arafi, the human Percival, the Meepo, and the elf Quiety as the members of the professional, and it pretty much just gives you an official name to back it, So she says that over to y'all, and she's like, I will need all of you to sign it. I do have a copy as well if you would like the copy. You were saying?
I
look toward my lawyer, Meepo.
Meepo will grab this document, and he's gonna pull out of his little bag like these obviously human-sized glasses, which are cracked. And he will put them on his snout. Like they barely hold on. Like they're not. These are not custom for his size. And he'll just look over the document, look through it, kind of like, and he'll like take out a little dagger, stab his palm, and just like sign it with his like bloody palm on the document and pass it. And it's like, it's good.
She's like, oh, I have a quill. Okay. She says,
Rafi takes her own knife and stabs her hand. It does the same thing.
Bertie takes the quill and stabs her hand.
Okay.
Rafi, I want to be
No.
so clear. Rafi doesn't sign her name. She just leaves blood on it.
She looks to Percival with a pleading expression, just like,
I assume she's got like a little ink pot.
yeah.
Percival takes his gloved hand, pours the ink on there, and then puts his hand on it.
I have so many more papers. Okay.
Better
hands
better
feel
go
good.
quickly. The
The
hand is healing.
professionals.
The blood's coagulating. Better go quickly.
Okay, and she just kind of writes like the professionals over top where all the handprints are. She's like, it'll be fine.
We'll
Anyway,
have a copy of this, of course.
Yes,
yes, and she slides
In
over
triplicate.
slides over the copy. She's like, you don't have to sign that one. Actually, please
I signed
don't.
it anyways.
Yeah.
I put my bloody handprint on it.
Okay. Anyway,
I do the same. Good. Good.
she's
This
like,
is good.
anyway, the next one is the contract, just verifying the payment over saving saving Elena, and that any kittens to have by Snowball as per Quiety's request be given first pick of the litter, and that king and queen Shieldbrook have agreed to pay 1,000 gold for you guys, which I have given you already. You do not need to
That's
sign
right,
this
I-
one.
I forgot that I wanted also a transaction with 1,000 gold. 'Cause
Yeah,
it'd be really
we asked for
suspicious
so
to
much
walk around.
paperwork.
Because Meepo's like, we're gonna be like accosted and be like, why are you carrying
Meepo-
1,000 gold?
Meepo, I'm gonna find you a briefcase. I'm gonna figure it out somehow.
He
I'm gonna
needs
get
a
you one.
briefcase.
A kobold skin briefcase.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a little weird.
A human skin briefcase.
That he
Anyway,
would rock.
anyway,
Hold on, let's go
This-
back to the graveyard.
this next one is a ticket to verify that you guys will have all your expenses at the taverns in town covered as per your request. Signed by the King Rickon. It's just going over that any expenses for lodging or food within reason will be covered by the royal family, and any bills will be forwarded to the kingdom. This is
It's
only
so
good
crazy.
though This is only good though for the surrounding villages, but mostly inside the kingdom. If you are outside the kingdom's borders, we unfortunately cannot help you with any expenses, and you will have to pay for that out of pocket. You do not need to sign this one.
Guys,
Please
Meepo's
don't
a
sign this
great
one.
lawyer.
I love
Jesus.
so much that we conned them this hard. Good job, Meepo. You did a really good job.
Salad completely forgot I did this. Meepo's a great lawyer.
Yeah.
Now, this is the last one from the royal family before I have my own request of you. This is just a quick contract because you guys were offered the proposal of a quick bandit thing to help investigate these the bandits things going on and robbing our trade routes on the way down to Mistshield, because we've been having issues getting our goods down there, and that's been a little bit of strain, you know. But you can give that a quick read over, and the overall reward that is offered is 100 gold upon return of the goods. This one will need your signature.
I love my buddy's hand right on it.
Anyway, so she slides over that along with the copy for you guys to just hold on to.
I signed that one too.
I signed both as well.
I like the little tiny handprint next to the.
Yeah.
Progressively bigger handprints.
Yeah. Okay. Now that that's all over with, I have my own proposal for y'all. That was
Again, you can't.
I have my own request for
We've
you
been
all.
over this.
I have my own request for you all, and she fuffles in her bag and she pulls out another document. This one is from me personally. It's not from the royal family. This is what I had called you guys here for, and I apologize for the miscommunication on it being a date.
I don't know, just the way it all happened, it's fine.
I'm so sorry for that. I just
It's fine.
anyway. Are you guys familiar with the Red Scourge at all? And if anyone wants to, they can roll a history check for that.
I will
I'd
roll a
love
history
to.
check.
Actually,
Also
I don't
rolled
even
it.
want to.
You know, I'm pretty good at history. Let's roll a history check.
Listen, Arafi has a -1
yeah.
history. It just doesn't seem like she would know.
Okay.
I don't think
that
she would care enough to know.
Fair enough.
That is a natural 19 plus 3. That's 22.
Ooh.
Meepo
Let's go,
Meepo knows
Sally.
how the stars were created.
Meepo, you know everything.
Meepo's smart as
Our
fuck.
smart little lawyer over here.
Yeah.
This is why
Pretty
you're
sure
the
that's a
lawyer.
13 for me.
13 for you. Okay. Querty, did you roll?
12.
12. Ironically enough, everyone who rolled, yeah, you make it. You recognize the name of the Red Scourge. It was a really old war that had happened way back when. Many believe it to have happened between the gods themselves. Across Naekea. So that's what you guys recall about what the Red Scourge is that it was a really old war that happened between the gods and the opposing sides with different values. Pretty bloody, lasted about, I think, 100 years. Very long, bloody war, which is why it's called the Red Scourge.
Arafi is nodding as if she knows exactly what they're talking about, but she has no idea. She's like, yeah,
Meepo's-
Enough to...
Meepo rolled so high that she's like making mistakes in like what she's saying, but he's like biting his tongue, like not correcting her.
But anyway, so she goes on the talk. They say it was a rogue demigod that sought after power, and they were ultimately defeated. But the weapons that were used to fight have been rumored to be scattered throughout all of Aversia. But I really only have my research eyes on 5 of the artifacts that I believe to be here in Naekea. And unfortunately, as my position as, the mage of the kingdom, I can't go out on my own to record and try and research these. So I've been trying to find other mercenaries or adventuring parties that might be willing to help me find these so I can research. With current issues between the West and the East, I'm worried that if the West gets their hands on any of these artifacts, then we might be in a bit of trouble in a future war that might happen with how our political standing is happening right now.
What war do you think is going to happen?
Well, currently, I don't know how long you guys have been in town, but there's been a bit of a political strain after the king and queen and the princess's visit to Ravenstead.
I mean, fully the tattoo on my chest is so visible. Like, the new dress I got, literally, it's so visible. And I'm just sitting there like, no way.
She kind of glances at you. She's like, yeah, well, Ravenstead, you might be familiar with it. I see you worship Eliza. Their
Worship is a really bold word to pick.
Kind of like date.
Or proposal.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. It wasn't my intention. Anyway.
Words have power. As a mage, you'd think you'd know this.
You guys are
pretty inconsiderate.
Anyways, yeah, we're obviously the most powerful adventuring party around, clearly. So it makes sense that you would bring this issue to us.
Yes, and
so if we were to help you with these artifacts, would this kingdom be planning on using them in the war against?
Well, me personally,
whoever.
I plan on using them for my own personal research on how they work. I mean, there's only rumors that they're magical in nature, and I just wish to be able to understand this magic, as it is an older magic than what we have access to nowadays. Personally, I do not plan on using them in this war, but I do feel like that the enemy side, if they got their hands on it, they would not hesitate to absolutely harness this magic and use it.
Yeah, that seems right.
And with
I'm just nodding.
I like how you also cut her off from her explanation about the war. You're just
yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, but you had asked about the war. The Prince of Ravenstead has gone missing conveniently at the time that the King, Queen, and Princess Sylvia had gone to visit, and they blame Swansborough for it. And obviously we don't have him. But they don't believe that. So
are you sure? Have you looked?
I'm sure. I think
so
I would.
You swear he's not in these lands?
Yes, I'm.
Like you guys have searched?
Yes, I Yes, we have
Okay.
searched. I don't know how he would
Okay.
end up here in the divine
Mm.
kingdom of Descartes, considering it is on the other end of the continent.
Well, but aren't the people? I mean, the people of Ravens. A lot of them can fly. You know that, right? That they
Yes,
can fly. Okay.
it would still take a long time for him or anyone to fly from there to here.
Oh, okay.
It is again on the other side of the continent
Mm.
in the floating isles. So
Right. That is really far, huh?
yeah. Yes, it is. But anyway, we are able to keep political standing clear at the moment, but I'm afraid of how much longer we have until the first shot is fired, I should say. As they do,
Mm.
'cause they do have dragons, and I don't think they need ancient artifacts to help aid them any more than what they already have
Mm.
over us.
They have dragons?
Well, yes,
They have
as
so many things.
they have yeah, they have so many things. The
I,
west
I I immediately shut my mouth after I said that. I was like, oh.
the west, like the dragon, they don't have an abundance of dragons, but any dragons that do still reside in Naekea do live in the west because it is untouched by the colonizers. They're essentially the African buffalo of America.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh,
So, are these dragons in indebted servitude to this other kingdom, or
well, I mean, if we are encroaching on their land, I don't see why they wouldn't join in if persuaded.
They share the same land. It doesn't mean that they're allies, but it doesn't mean that they're not.
Exactly. I don't wish to give them any more standing as allying with the dragons. It's not unheard of in their history, but it's also not as super common, but it's a possibility that I don't wish to see happen in alongside of magical powerful artifacts.
Yeah, the dragons are terrifying.
So, um here in the contract, I have the five weapons listed along with the gold that I'm willing to give you, about 800 gold per artifact. I unfortunately do not know where they are located as they are lost.
Mm.
And some were buried in temples, but as you know, it's been like centuries since the war ended. I'm sure they have been found and scattered elsewhere. Um, I do, however, suggest possibly looking in the library in Mishiel, as its restricted section might be your best option at finding untampered documents and books about these old artifacts. Um, at the bottom of the contract, you'll see that what they are called of the five that I am looking for. I also sent the contract in no mic if you guys want to give it a read over.
Beautiful.
Or I can also just read it out loud to you guys too. I can also do that, which I should probably do for stream's sake. One second, let me boot it open. Should probably be a good streamer and do that for stream's sake. Um, so it reads, ordered and conceived by Lillian Vigno, sorceress of the Swansborough Kingdom. This contract binds the members of the professionals to embark on the retrieval of the ancient artifacts of the Red Scourge, all for the glorification of Lillian Vigno's scholarly pursuits. By signing in the below lines, the party members acknowledge that there is no insurance for the safety in return. By signing, the party forfeits any right to retaliate, to take legal action for any loss of limb or life. This contract is good for as long as the party agrees to retrieve and return to the agreed upon artifacts. Should the party decide to forfeit their contract, please return to Swansborough and request an audience with Lillian. I forgot to fucking fix that name. Lillian Vigno for proper approval of your resignation and compensation for your time. The professionals have been approved for this job, and it has the known quarries, the Abyssal Dagger, the Elysian Lyre, the Radiant Blade, the Tara Gauntlets, and the Verdant Heart. And then it's signed by Lillian at the bottom, and the stamp of the kingdom.
I'll need my lawyer to look this over.
Hmm. We are professionals.
She looks over to Meepo and she's just like, here.
I like that she knows that Meepo is a lawyer.
Sorry, I was just playing with my dog for a second there.
You're good.
Valid.
Yeah. There we go. So Meepo's gonna grab this document, readjusting the way too big for him glasses, which are
They're like fall slowly, falling
they're
off your nose.
like one's like slightly off, right? And he looks at this document and says,
Now, can you clarify something in this document for Meepo?
Of course.
It says this contract is good for as long as the party agrees to retrieve and return the agreed upon artifact. Should the party decide to forfeit their contract, please return to Swansboro to request an audience with Lillian Stonewarn for proper approval
that was a
of your
typo.
resignation.
It's not meant to be Stonewarn. That was my bad.
Okay, Lillian Stone something for proper approval of your resignation. You should really get a new page to write in this ink. This is a big smudge here. I can't really read that part. But anyways, for proper approval of your resignation and compensation for your time. Therefore, this document is not binding. At any moment, we can decide to renounce it and, for instance, not give you these items.
Well,
for
that is why
whatever reason
you
we
must come.
choose.
You must come back to me to renounce your contract, which is why it is stated explicitly that you must, if you decide to renounce any sort of responsibility, you must come to me first.
Understood. Could you give us a minute?
Of course.
We go huddle. Let's huddle.
You don't even huddle. You just like kind of put your arm in front. Like anyway.
As soon as she says, "Of course," Meepo's like,
Further away. One.
She kind of stands up,
Further.
stands
further
back,
away.
stands back
I
more.
look over at her guard.
You two now. Away.
He kind of walks away with her, and they're kind of sitting at the bar now. And she's like, I don't know. Here.
Did we just listen to a little goblin man?
Whatever.
This is part of what we were speaking about earlier. She literally said these are weapons that could be used in war, and she wishes to study them, whether her intention's pure or not. If she might want to study them, but maybe somebody else might take her studies and use those weapons.
See, and that's what I'm worried about. But also, if someone's gonna have them, someone whose intentions of just studying is better than someone. Let's put it this way. I do know some about Ravenstead, and what she said is right. If they get their hands on these, they will become weapons to the fullest advantage, and they will take lives. So I don't know. I don't know.
Mabel proposes we sign this non-binding document. And
Look,
if
we've
we
been over this. If you're not going to date us, don't propose.
That is,
Makes it
Meepo,
quick
that's
note.
actually a really good point. You should not propose to people if you are not dating them.
It's how
It
people
takes time.
practice now.
Relationships take time and effort, and
very
they're really
confusing,
beautiful.
smooth skin concept. We'll ask many questions later. Don't worry. Written
Okay.
out in Meepo's book.
And he like shows like it's just question marks like constantly.
Well, we'll talk later. Don't worry, Meepo.
But Meepo suggests we sign this document, and if for whatever reason we decide to find these weapons and decide to keep them, perhaps for Meepo to study, because Meepo trusts Meepo. Meepo doesn't necessarily trust person whose last name is smudged on legal binding document. Therefore,
I
at any
changed your
point,
name last minute. Okay.
at any point, Meepo, this document being non-binding, we can always come back to Swansboro and say no and throw it back in her face. Perhaps she wants us to come back with said document to give back to then intimidate us or fight us. At that point, Meepo kills her. No problem.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
factor.
We
Have
can
you seen
take
her
that. I
arms,
think that would
like-
be fine.
Me and Ziggy had this conversation yesterday. Wizards look weak as fuck. They don't work out.
We literally
Meepo
just
already
did talk
defeated-
about how weak wizards are.
Meepo already defeated her in mind battle. Weak wizard,
Mhm.
weak mage.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, you could take her easy.
Therefore, Meeple suggests we sign document, but with no real intention of fulfilling document until we're all come to an agreement later along the line. But we
Yeah.
don't tell this to this person. We just
Yeah.
say nothing.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
there's no
yeah.
specify that you must give it back immediately after you find it. It's just that you must
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Unless we
Yeah.
choose not to.
Yeah,
Unless we say no.
and you guys can
That
choose
seems
to interpret that however
fine.
you wish, either before or after
Meepo-
you find them.
That is how Meepo interprets it.
Yeah.
Is basically like, hey, we signed this document saying that we maybe possibly will get 800 gold per these special items if we decide to bring them back. That is what this document means, legal terms in Meepo's understanding.
Yeah.
Which is what Meepo explains to the rest of the party.
Therefore, Meeple, good, we sign.
And he just he goes to stamp and like the blood's like dried out, so he stabs himself again and he stamps it.
Oh my god.
Percival takes his still wet, inky hand and just right on it.
I'm gonna have so much fun
Betty
editing
takes
those
the quill
handprints on
again.
there.
Yeah, Arabi's bloody handprints on there.
You can come back now.
Oh, okay. She kind of walks over.
Closer.
I'm
Closer.
as she's still walking.
You're guard too.
You're
they were both on their way over.
Every time.
She sits down. She's like, "Okay, sir." She's about to ask what you decided, and she looks at it and she sees the bloody handprints with the big inky one. She's like, "Okay,
We agree to the terms of this contract as written.
okay, good. I appreciate that. Here's your copy, I guess, because I know you wanted one for your own paper trail, as you say."
Meepo, every time you give him a copy, he's like comparing the original to the copy, making sure it is an actual copy.
And it is,
Typos
yeah.
and all.
Smudge and everything.
Yep.
You're missing a smudge here.
Like he's literally like being picky about
I-
this. Like there's
I believe
block
that smudge
here.
is your blood splatter, actually.
Ah, damn it.
He like adds a little bit of blood to the copy.
Anyway,
He licks the page. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you are right. You are correct.
I also forgot there was one more thing, by request of Princess Sylvia, that I give to you as a thank you. Arafi pipes up immediately, like,
Yeah, Arafi's been like kind of zoned out because she doesn't really care about like she's like whatever, I'll sign whatever. Just give me the paper, I'll sign it. Meepo says it's fine, so it's fine. She says Sylvia and Arafi's like sitting up. She's like,
She pulls out another small parchment with a bunch of ink on it, and she slides it over, and I sent it in no mic, and it looks to be a nice little drawing of your guys' party. With the words inscribed at the bottom. I need to find mine so I can actually read it because it's too small in Discord for me to read. It says, "A gift of thanks, Sylvia, Arberon," and then it got cut off, but it then decides the Shilebrook at the bottom. Arberon Shilebrook.
I was about to ask where Meepo was, and then I realized he's just the void in the bottom right or left hand corner.
Yeah.
it makes sense. That's what
She hasn't seen
says
what he
about
looks like.
Meepo. Yeah.
I love it.
It's really
Arafi's crying.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Meepo like naturally like goes to sign it for a second and he goes
She's like, "No."
Arafi's
He pulls
so
back.
quick to like jump in front of it. She's like,
No, he pulls back. Like it's just like you see him go like
She's like, "Oh, another contract? Oh, wait."
yeah, and then he goes like
This is definitely something.
and he slides it over to Raffi and the rest of the people like
This is not a legal document. People does not require this.
Not for my
Arafi is
documentation.
crying.
Okay.
Aw.
I appreciate you guys agreeing. Have you decided on this other bandit contract? As I do need a signature to get back to the king and queen today.
Oh right. Hey, did we want to go fight bandits? That
That
seems
one-
like fun.
That one does also say that if you wish to resign from it, then after, I believe,
How much is that?
it was 100 gold total. You had 2 months to do it, and if you did not show up within 2 months with the goods, it says that we will assume death or resignation.
Really? You think we died a band? That's kind of embarrassing.
There
that
have
we would
been
die to
parties
bandits.
beforehand. It's just
That's
bad.
so rude
Whoa.
of you.
It's a
But
little
were
insulting.
But were they professionals?
Yeah, were they
They
professionals?
were. I don't know.
The
I mean, they
professionals.
died, so I guess not. But yeah, it
Yeah,
does. It does
damn right.
say.
I'm just kidding.
Did you propose to them too?
No, I didn't propose to you either.
Sure.
Such confusing, binding legal language being thrown around today.
Poor Lillian. She's just trying her best, man.
Meepo doesn't see anything wrong with this document either. Meepo, good to sign this. If we
Yeah.
run into bandits, good. If we don't, then
We're probably gonna
try.
kill them anyway, so
Yeah, might as well get paid for it.
yeah, I'm down
Put
to
my
sign it.
bloody hand on the
Yeah,
contract.
blood.
Yep, bloody hand again.
Every single time when you guys slapped her hand, she like winces a minute. She's like,
I want to point out also that Meepo
she looks like she's
signs at
regretting
this.
this.
Meepo sign exactly at the same spot all the time. Like it's
Okay.
like an actual signature. Like it's very much like wherever he chose to sign.
Same
it's
same
right there.
infliction of
Raffi
the
does
hand.
not do that.
Raffi's
It's the same.
sometimes it's up
Putting her
there,
hand
sometimes
somewhere
it's
on the
here.
paper.
Like Meepo, it's actually like very deliberate. Like it's like his hand is exactly in this shape. You know. Like,
I love that.
I don't know why when Meepo became a little lawyer, but it's
I
official.
love it.
It's official, you know. He knows everything about the smooth skins, as you put it.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Better
It
way
just
to
makes
learn.
sense.
Of course, he's so smart.
But
anyways, yes, I will go back to our cargo now.
And I go back to the cages.
okay.
Okay.
And she looks at you. She's like, okay. I appreciate your guys' cooperation and agreement to help me with my research. If you guys ever need me, I am usually positioned here in Swansboro, but if you wish, if you guys know any sort of scrying spell or message spell, you can always send one of those my way as well, and we can find a place to meet. Like I said, I suggest hitting up Myth Shield first. It is south. It's in the far south of Dakar. I'm sure you could find a map somewhere here in town, and you could buy a map almost anywhere. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for your help, and I will be on your way, I guess. She kind of
I want
stands
to
up.
shake her hand with my bloody hand.
She's like,
Shake my hand. It's a polite thing to do.
she does. She is holding your hand. And she does shake it, and
Beautiful.
she's like, hey, thank you.
I shake her hand next.
This
Because
feels-
Percival's
feels like
hand
it
is so
will-
large and unwieldy,
I also
he clasps her like.
Oh.
She's like, I feel like this
Oh, yeah.
could pass diseases. Should I use my other hand?
Do you have an open wound?
She does.
Oh.
Meepo, like he looks at her head, is like, no, like
Yeah, we already signed legal document. No need
She
for
kinda-
flesh on flesh.
She kind of she washes her hand briefly, kind of rubbing it on her cloak. She's like trying to find somewhere to wipe it, and she's like, and wipes it on her cloak. And she's like, okay,
I
reaches-
prestidigitate it clean.
thank you. And she reaches
You're
for your hand and shakes your bloodied hand. And she's like,
And then I prestidigitate it again, so her hand is clean again.
thank you.
But
And
not
then-
mine, just hers.
The ink splotch from Percival's up on her arm. She's like,
I
Thank
leave
you.
that there. I
Or that
clean the
would
blood up.
cry.
I leave the ink spot, yeah.
she goes to Percival and she's like, and she's not quite sure if he wants to shake his hand. He doesn't reach out, so she's like, and
Oh, Percival reached out and shook her hand like this.
yeah, she reaches out to Meepo. I meant
the-
Meepo.
the
If I said
bro
Percival, I
hand.
meant Meepo. She reaches
Oh,
to
No,
Meepo.
okay.
I meant Meepo.
Meepo's like, he literally says like,
We've already signed legal documents. No need for flesh on flesh signature. That's strange, move skins. Strange.
You're right. My apologies. Good day. It just walks out like, what the fuck?
I curtsy.
She's like, did I make a mistake? Like, she looks at her guard. She's like, should I have whatever. Just like, you're babbling under her breath on the way out. But yeah, so that's your meeting with Lillian. What's next on your guys' agenda? You now have the bandit quest that you could do on the bandits robbing down on the trading trails down to Miss Shield. You find a map, take care of these animals. You got a week before the animals go officially.
We
Are they
really
just
should
out
deal
on the
with these
street at the moment? Where are the
animals.
animals again?
I don't know, Meepo. Where are the animals? I had another
Animals
presumption you
were-
brought them in with you because they were covered in
Yeah.
a tarp.
Yeah,
Oh,
They were at another
they're
table.
they're
Meepo,
They're-
yeah,
yeah.
Meepo put them in the corner and was with them most of the time until we
Yeah.
needed our lawyer. Then he came over to us.
as soon
and
as
then
the
went back to
legal
them.
documents were like signed, he like fucked right back off.
Yeah.
Went
He's
off
putting
to
the
corner.
glasses. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
put
exactly.
them away.
Our tavern stays are being like paid for by the
Comped.
king, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
ticket that I gave
Me-
you, it does state that if you show this to the bartender within jurisdiction of
Fabulous.
Swansboro, all like expenses for your living and food will be then sent to the Royal Kingdom. So as long as you have that little piece of
Which-
paper,
Question.
yeah.
Is Mythshield in
No.
under jurisdiction? Dang it, I didn't think so.
Mythshield is a whole other kingdom.
Dang.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll just con the bartender into giving me a free room again. That's
Oh.
what I did here.
At
I
this
haven't
point,
paid anything for
Meepo-
these rooms.
Yeah.
Meepo would take this all over to the barkeep and be like, he just like show it off and like slide it on the counter.
Like, I think this should excuse our expenses for the next little while.
Should we get a separate room for the animals? I'm
Can
not
we get
sleeping
another
with them in the room.
No, they
Meep-
can stay
Meep-
in my room.
Okay.
Meepo will sleep with them in his room.
Yeah, they'll
Meepo
be
wishes
Don't
fine.
eat them.
Don't eat them.
They're not a
No,
snack. You have free
no.
food. You don't need
No.
to eat
They're going in a
that would be
restaurant.
really
Sunstone would cause horrible indigestion. Meepo wouldn't eat.
good.
Wait, have you eaten a sunstone before?
A
You
lot of
rock.
questions being thrown at Meepo today.
Meepo, questions are how you get to know your friends better.
Very important for
are
this
friends?
information to be known to the
We're
DM.
friends.
Okay, and what are we?
So you know how we're hanging out right now? That's
He like
friendship.
looks around and he's like,
I don't feel
So you know
like
how
I'm
we're
hanging.
spending time together, like a lot of time together lately in the past couple days? The four of us have been.
Yes,
That's
it's quite
friends.
insufferable.
Meepo.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
QWERTY.
It's been a weird couple of days.
You haven't even known them
And
for
aren't you glad
QWERTY,
you had us here?
QWERTY, you've known them
I
for like
wouldn't have
12
been in
hours.
this mess.
You're welcome. Isn't it more exciting than whatever you were doing?
I don't know.
I also-
you know, I'm doubting it a bit.
I love the idea that you guys met QWERTY literally 12 hours ago, and you've
Mhm.
now made her sign a legal binding contract that she is a member of the professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Legally,
I just
she is
rolled
in our
it.
party now. No
Yeah.
kickbacks. We have a legal
Meepo's
contract.
turning into like a fucking like music producer, like
Half of your salary is mine. Your distribution deal is all through me.
God.
actually Meepo's in fact like a ruthless businessman. He's the Jimmy Iovine of this D&D world.
Oh dear.
God.
I'm kidding.
Half of your assets will go to me, or I take a finger.
Or a tongue or an eye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, Meepo seems to understand. We are companions, if you will.
Yes.
You guys can also
Yes.
sleep until the next morning, and then we can figure out what you guys want to do the next day as well.
No.
Okay.
What are we doing with these animals?
Well, first and foremost, Meepo also wants to remind everybody we do have book from random store owner who was stolen from him.
Right. We
Oh,
were
right.
supposed to go give him. We should do that. He was.
We should go do that.
nice.
Hold on. if I just want to remember, what kind of book was it? Because Meepo had like skimmed it. He didn't read it, but he skimmed it.
I was under. Whenever I told you what was in it, I was under the assumption that you were reading one of the books that you picked out from The Office. So I didn't
Okay.
realize you were reading that one.
Okay, now well, let's say Meepo hasn't read it because
Yeah.
Arafi's the one that picked up that book.
Yeah.
But
'Cause that's
Meepo
what I- that's what I-
remembers.
Where can
Meepo
I read it?
remembers Arafi picked up a book and he didn't get to read it, so he's
Can I
really
look-
upset about that.
Can I start?
QWERTY
Can I open the
grabbed it.
book and
Araf-
just start looking?
Arafi
Oh,
didn't,
Not
yeah.
Arafi, QWERTY. I'm
QWERTY.
sorry.
I
Rafi
was gonna
wasn't
say
there.
I don't remember grabbing a book. What are you talking about? This doesn't sound like me
You
at
can read
all.
the book, mate. QWERTY doesn't give a shit.
Meepo's like a small child, like in like monkey in the middle. Like as soon as the book is brought out, he's like, He's like jumping to try to grab it.
QWERTY's gonna be a little bit of an asshole and just hold it up just a bit too high for a second.
He'd be like a cat. He's gonna start climbing.
He's
up
gonna
your leg,
climb.
trying to get it.
Yeah.
His claws are like sinking into like the free spaces between like your armor and like just
All right.
climbing
there you
into your
go.
flesh. Just
Jesus.
And Meepo's gonna immediately, like, wherever he is, he's gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce in the middle of the floor and open the
raccoon
book.
style runs off.
Yeah. Not like
Arafi's-
right where he's standing.
Arafi sits next to him and starts just reading over his shoulder.
As you're flipping through it, it's a storybook. It's a cute
Okay.
little storybook that seems to kind of brush over like the creation of the world and a bunch of fun little myths and legends of Aversia. And you're just kind of skimming through. There's about the three mothers, the ones who created the land, earth, and sea. The land and earth is the same thing. The sea, earth, and sky, and all the other gods essentially. And it's a nice, like a fun little like mythology book essentially.
Has Meepo read this book before?
Probably. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty like it's a kind of common, fun little story. It looks like it's just a giant book that has combobulated all the like a bunch of myths and legends. So you may have not read this exact book, but you've probably once and have read about some of these myths and legends and stories of the gods and demigods.
This is a very important historical document.
Oh.
It must be protected.
Mm.
It belongs in a museum. We should get this back to the rightful owner.
Yes.
Yes.
I will hand the book back to Arafi and QWERTY.
I love the
This
implication.
is
want-
the first time Meepo has given you a book or a document
Oh.
back, by the way.
So, if we're gonna go do that, should we put the animals in a room? Are we taking them
Yeah.
with
No,
us? It might be
we're not-
awkward to carry them around.
We're not dragging the animals around all day. Put
Okay.
them in the room, give them
Walking
some
in a
food,
tank with these
push
big
them
old
back.
crates.
Okay.
Take him, put him in Meepo's room. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah,
we-
so
yeah.
we
And
take
then,
him
yeah.
up to my room, I guess.
Yeah, you guys
And
you
then
plop down the two crates, keep the tarp over, I guess. I guess you're assuming you're
Yes.
keeping the tarp over.
Oh yeah,
So
because it calms the
we
animals
give
down.
them food and water.
yeah, that's covered by
Yeah.
the tavern. you show him
Good.
you show
Yeah, tavern.
you show Steven your little slip of hey, cover the bill. He's like,
Hey, build the kingdom, thanks. You can send the bill to the king, thanks.
He's like, right away, okay. And gives you the jugs of water and food rations that you'd requested. You set up the animals with some food. And you guys head out over to the other side of the kingdom, where you just were. Because the graveyard was right by Tinks' store.
I forgot that we had this book.
I honestly forgot that it was right by there as well, so it's fine.
Meepo remembers.
Meepo just didn't mention it.
Mm.
And you guys head over back to where Tinks' shop is to return his little book that he claimed was magical and just turned to be a fun little storybook.
Cool.
So,
I'll walk in.
ding ding ding, the door chimes. he looks up. He's like,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. How are
hi again.
you?
I'm good. How are you? What
Oh,
brings you back so
wonderful.
so early?
Shopkeeper we gaslighted into giving us
Yeah,
free shit. I
yes.
forgot
When
about
they
that.
gaslighted Avian so good that they didn't realize I was gaslighting the shopkeep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Avian. It's
fine.
We
I
are-
thought
we are a
everyone
bunch
knew
of
it was a bit.
gaslighters.
Terrible.
We're
You've
terrible.
literally gaslighted everyone you have met, except maybe Sylvia.
I don't know what you're
Yes,
talking
my
about.
whole thing. Anyways, hi. Remember, you wanted a book, right?
Yeah. Did you find it? It's
Yeah.
oh, you have. Do you have it with you? I have the Sunstones promised on the poster.
I looked to QWERTY because I gave it to her immediately because I didn't want to carry it. You have it?
I give it back to you.
He
To
grabs
Rafi.
he grabs it and he looks at you like, Where's the stone?
What stone?
Oh,
There,
that's
there was
it.
there was a stone on
Not when we found
on
it.
the cover. Okay.
Unfortunately, the miscreants who confiscated this very important historical document. Uh, but Meepo believes they might have wanted the contents on the book, and less the content in the book. Luckily, they did not know that the magical powers of said book is actually the story inside.
God, I love Meepo.
You're so right. I'm so glad someone finally understands how books are truly magical. But
Of course, this belongs in a museum.
it does all books do, honestly.
Of
It is
course.
a little unfortunate that the stone's gone, considering that was an heirloom, but I'll survive. Thank you for my book. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out 3 small sunstones, like promised. He's like, who would like the stones? He has these like little crystal stones sitting in his hand. You know, the usual sunstone look, kind of sparkling with a bit of like sunny energy.
Why don't you 3 all take one? Because I've had so many fun new things today, so I think you guys should get some.
Sure.
I'll take one.
I will take a sunstone.
Okay. Everyone reaches in and grabs a sunstone. He's like, thank you again. Feel free to look around for something if you need anything. If not, thank you for your help. And he kind of goes back to tending behind the counter, and he puts the book back in the back of the store, behind the counter.
I want to find some just like really pretty paper and like a pen.
Okay.
Just like really cute like calligraphy set, you know? That
Okay.
type of vibe.
Go ahead and roll like an investigation, or if you can find anything.
God. Okay.
As this is like an antique store type thing, you know.
12.
12? You
Yeah.
find a pen. You find a really nice looking pen,
Okay.
but you don't really find any fancy paper.
I grabbed the
Do
pen.
you need
and I
help,
wa-
Arafi? You look
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, I was looking for paper. I wanted to write a letter, but I can't. Found a pen, but
Can I roll investigation to look for paper for Arafi?
Yeah. Finds a book. Writes on the back
I got a
page
10.
oh no!
You don't find any paper. You could ask the shopkeeper.
well.
You could ask Tinks
No,
for some
I can't
paper.
believe they don't sell any paper here.
I know, it's wild, isn't it?
I can't believe they would sell a pen and no. It's fine.
We'll
I
leave
guess
a
I'll
bad
go
review,
somewhere
don't
else.
worry.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Tinks.
Yeah.
I go up to Tinks with the pen, and I just sit on the counter in front of him.
He's like, oh, the little pen. That one's been here a little while. No one seems to really appreciate the fine things like writing and booking.
Yes.
It'd be two silver.
Okay.
It's a really nice.
She's
It's a
not gonna
really
fight
nice.
about that. Yeah,
It's a really
fine.
nice
She just
calligraphy
pays
pen.
it. Rafi just got paid 250 gold. She doesn't really care about 2 silver
Treat
anymore.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. Well, she conned people earlier because she didn't have money, but now she has a lot. So she's like, oh, 2 silver? Yeah, here you go.
Arafi is in her girl boss phase.
Yeah, yeah,
She's just here for the vibes, man.
yeah. I'm adding to my inventory calligraphy pen, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, honestly,
Meepo, do you want any nice books from here?
I think Meepo had already took all the nice books. From
Yeah,
here
Meepo
that
already
he
took
had
some
listed.
storybooks last time you guys
Well,
were
maybe
here.
there were new ones. You don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe they got a new
It's been
order.
12 hours since you've been there before, so...
Have you
I
gotten
don't
any
think
new
so.
books in?
No, I don't believe so. I believe that...
We just had a conversation about how you need to buy more books and become the bookstore owner that you always knew you could be.
I
You
know...
don't even
And you
sell
haven't
paper,
gotten
man.
any new books in?
Oh, do you need paper? I have paper back here if you need
Don't
to.
even sell
pretty?
it.
Well,
I can't
yeah, it
believe
is...
you don't sell paper.
It is my
Meepo,
personal
Meepo.
supply. I can lend you some if you need.
Lend it?
I mean, well, I could give it to
You
you.
want it back?
No, I mean, like I could give you a piece or two if you need it for something. But I mean, like, it is my personal supply. I don't sell paper. It is an antique shop.
Yeah,
Meep-
but maybe there
Meepo
was a
would
pretty
like,
paper.
What
Meepo,
Meepo like?
Meepo's gonna go ahead and take a look around, and I'm gonna try to look for very specifically a small brass brazier,
Okay.
like a. It sounds odd, but like basically, I need a small brass brazier. Like even if it's like hooked up on the wall or it's already like providing light for the place, Meepo's gonna like ask about it.
Can I
Okay.
help? Can I give Meepo the help action?
Yeah, sure. Go for me.
What
But
do you
roll
want me to roll?
investigation. You need investigation, yeah.
Investigation.
With advantage.
Roger Dodger. Hold on. Where's my?
Where is my investigation? Am I really good at it? Oh, I am
mean,
very good at
I was
it.
gonna say
okay.
you're pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean, like you are the official D
That
D&D party
is,
lawyer.
that is another natural 19, so that is 24.
Yeah,
You're so smart.
Yeah.
I'm rolling really well today,
Meepo's
guys. I'm
the
sorry.
smartest boy.
Jesus Christ.
You see, like you like geometries in your vision. You just see everything. Like where you, any little thing that might be a brazier, it just lights up in your vision. Just like you see a couple like small ones here and there on the different shelves in
I'm
varying
going to look
qualities.
for one specifically made of brass.
Yeah,
Like I will
you
like grab
see,
each brazier and like scratch at
Scratch
it,
it a
lick
little
it,
bit.
whatever I need. Yeah.
Yeah, you find after maybe looking around between the first two or three, you do find one that is brass.
And is it like a small brazier, like it'd be like easy to transport?
Yeah, it's exactly what you're looking for with that roll.
Awesome. So Meepo's gonna immediately grab the brazier and like put it on the counter and say like,
People, what's this?
Okay, and he kind of looks at it and kind of looks like, 1 silver.
People would also like
The pen was more
tens.
expensive than a. Okay, it's fine.
it's a really nice pen, Ziggy.
I have the best calligraphy pen in the world.
It's like
guys.
Ever
it has
had-
like golden
ever get,
plating
like,
on
a-
it.
Ever get
Oh,
like
a
a really nice
yeah.
pen? Like
Yeah,
like,
man.
you're just
No, I
writing,
get
you're
it.
like,
I
oh
love
my
it.
god. Yeah,
I
like,
love
listen,
it.
The ink flows so nice out of it. It's like
Oh, I can't
gold.
wait to
It's
write
like
with this
gold
pen.
plated. It's great.
But Meepo would also ask.
Meepo would also ask for
What is it?
but as much about 10 gold's worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
I do not believe we have incense and herbs here. You could hit up the
Charcoal?
market. Charcoal? I mean, I have some of my personal charcoal I use for writing. This is an antique.
Meepo would like some of that charcoal.
Uh, okay.
Meepo, actually, Meepo. Actually,
Yes.
come here. I pull him aside so we're not in front of the shopkeep, and I'm like,
Yes.
Meepo, actually, I think I have a way to help you get some of this stuff on the cheap if we go somewhere else. It has to be somewhere that doesn't know me yet, okay?
Okay, but
Okay,
Meepo
I've
needs
been
a
doing this all
specific-
day. I've been
Meepo
doing this
needs a
all day.
specific worth of charcoal.
No, I know, and I'll get you that. I will get that for you, but like you won't have to pay that much. You know what I mean?
It's okay. Meepo also wanted to help Tinks. Tinks seems to be having a rough go at it business.
Yeah, after
Tinks
you've
is fine, don't
conned
worry
him
about
every time
Tinks.
you go
He's
into his
fine.
shop.
Don't even worry about him. I just paid him 2 silver for a pen. He's doing fine.
Yes, Meepo will buy charcoal this one time from Tinks, but we'll then go see Arafi for more charcoal in the future, which
Okay.
Meepo will need.
Okay.
While you
Okay.
guys are talking, he comes back out with the 10 gold worth of chocolate. He's like, "Here, this is
Just
all
a big ass bag.
yeah." He's
So
like, "This is
much
all the charcoal.
charcoal.
This is all the charcoal I have, man. This was supposed to get me through the next year."
We take his tires. It's fine.
Meepo doesn't need all of Tinks's charcoal. Maybe just half or quarter is fine.
Okay, he kind of dumps out half of it.
Maybe in a bag to be transportable.
Like Meepo's like holding like just a handful of charcoal.
Oh, do you not have a bag? Here, and he reaches under the counter and pulls out like a burlap sack, and he kind of throws in, kind of drags
Do
it
you have
in
any
from
Do you have any briefcases?
I might somewhere maybe towards the front a little, down there. There's some. I'm sure
I'm
there's probably
looking.
some sort of
Oh,
bag.
This is everything I care about now. Can I-
Meepo actually was wondering, do you happen to have magical items?
in antique store?
Probably anything that comes in, if it happens to be magical, I put it up.
Does
Raffi gasps and immediately is looking around the store again.
Meepo would ask, does Dinks have a bag that contains more than what fits inside the bag?
Like a bag of holding, or
That
I-
is one way to say it, yes.
I don't believe so. I haven't seen one come in. I mostly hold like jewelry and like old antiques and stuff. If it just happens to be enchanted when someone surrenders it, that's the enchanted has. I don't believe anything has any sort of holding charms.
Okay, then Meepo will take the brazier as well as the charcoal. How
Okay.
much was this for Meepo?
I believe it was. Well, say it took about half my charcoal, so about 5 gold worth of charcoal and a silver for the brazier. He kind of puts it
I
all in the
give
burlap
him-
sack.
I give him 5 gold and 1 silver.
Okay, he kind of takes it. He's like, "Thank you," and he puts it in the little register.
Yeah, the brazier I'm gonna have Meepo like the charcoal just goes into Meepo's bag like wherever he can fit it, but the brazier he's actually gonna like prominently like hook it onto his bag like where you can
Aw.
Every time you
it's
walk, it
easily-
ding,
easy to
ding,
access.
ding, 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 ding,
But
ding.
it's just it's easy to access and also easy to see.
Yeah.
Meepo thanks Tinks, and Meepo would like to remind Tinks about book missing precious stone. Sometimes stories are all inside book, but also stories are told on the outside of the book.
Kind of looks at you. He's
This just adds to the book's story now.
like, true. It does. Thank you, Meepo. I believe you said your name
Yes.
was.
Yes, Meepo is Meepo, and Tinks is Tinks.
Tinks is Tinks. Yes.
Okay, that was weird, and I just walk away.
Arafi, did you find anything you wanted to buy, or
Is there a briefcase?
Yeah. I won't make you open it. Yeah. You find a briefcase.
I buy it.
Okay.
How much is
you
it?
don't even know how much it is?
How
It's a
Daddy really wants me to buy
It's
it.
kind of an average briefcase, about 8 copper. It's nothing fancy. It's,
How
kind of.
big is it?
8 copper, baby.
Um,
I've bought it.
it's-
It's yours.
It's like
Yeah.
to hear on Meepo. It's like a human
It's
size.
massive.
It's a human sized briefcase.
Sorry, give me
Me-
1 sec. I have to deal with my dog.
You're good.
But yeah, it's like
Teddy.
it's a human sized briefcase. You're like kind of dragging it behind you a little bit.
Oh,
Meepo like
dear.
looks over to Rafi and is like,
Meepo thanks Rafi, but this is a little inconvenient for Meepo.
We'll put wheels on it. It's fine. You can ride it into battle. Like those little toddler ones.
oh no.
I like to think because like it looks like a normal size briefcase to a Raffi, so she picks it. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's beautiful, amazing." Goes and buys it, gives it to Meepo, and it's like, tonk.
Yes, I agree. This
It's-
happens.
Meepo thanks Rafi, but Meepo can't carry this briefcase.
Oh, shoot.
It's
We'll
too
find
big
you
for
another one
Meepo.
another time. I give it back to Tinks, but I'm just like, keep the money, it's fine. And I walk out.
Okay. Before he can even retaliate, you're gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
Meepo, question for Tinks. Does Tinks know of a place where Meepo could purchase either Meepo-sized briefcase or bag that holds many things?
Well, there's the market in the square. Maybe someone might have some stuff they're selling of their own belongings, or there's other odds and in general goods stores that are around. Just kind of scattered around town. If you hit one up, I'm sure somewhere has a briefcase that you might need or anything else. I just deal with surrendered antiques. So if there's not anything that is halfling size or gnome goblin size, you sized, then I
Meepo
can't.
size, yes.
Yeah,
Meepo
then I
size.
can't do anything with it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Understood. Also, Meepo's done with these.
And he's gonna like hand back all the books he took earlier because he already read through them.
Oh, oh,
the kids'
okay.
books, which are important historical
Yeah.
documents.
He
Meepo has
takes them
already
back. He's like,
absorbed it.
do you want some gold back for this? And he kind of slides you a couple, like three silver for the books back. because you're surrendering antiques to him. So he's like, "Oh, here," because that's
Surrendering antiques that I basically stole from him before. Like, wow, this guy's a sucker. Like, it's what Meepo thinks in his head. But Meepo's like, oh, no, it's fine. You just pass those books along so the knowledge can be kept.
Listen, he doesn't know how to run a shop. When you met him the first time, he was reading a book about how to be a shop owner, okay? He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, Meepo's fine. Do we want to take like a quick 5, maybe?
You guys need to run to the restroom, get a quick snack or anything like that.
I do. It's just because Ziggy wrote a no mic. Apparently Teddy is deciding to act up. And I would like maybe a quick 5 to get some drink and hit the bathroom, if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and definitely run to the restroom and get a drink and stuff too. I'll be back.
I'll be
in a
right
couple
back.
minutes.
We're back.
Alrighty.
Where do we go from here? Have we gotten lost? I'm starting to think we're out of touch. When did it disappear? Settled in with the dust. Forget what it was that made us us. Walking backwards, losing focus. Slip so slow we didn't notice. Never read the warning signs. But it doesn't matter where we're headed. Made our plans, we're gonna get it. 'Cause I got your hand in mine. So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Highs and lows, all that I know is that I'm gonna follow you wherever you go. Wherever you go, my dear, need you the most. And I wanna know, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I'm looking for the road, eyes on the sky, taking it one step at a time. I know that I'm not alone, yeah, we'll be fine. Taking it one step at a time. Walking backwards, losing focus. Slip so slow we didn't notice. Never read the warning signs. But it doesn't matter where we're headed. Made our plans, we're gonna get it. 'Cause I got your hand in mine. So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Highs and lows, all that I know is that
Hello.
I'm gonna follow
Hello.
you wherever you go.
Sorry, my dog came downstairs, and as soon as he's downstairs, he just started barking at me because he needed water.
I'm gonna turn, since we're back and kind of chatting while we wait for everyone else, I'm gonna turn down my music while I'm on the BRB screen because I don't have my audio set up to where they can't hear us. So
Oh, hello, everybody.
I grabbed a Twix and called it a day because I heard people downstairs in the kitchen and I didn't want to go down there.
Teddy. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, Teddy's being a menace today. He needed lots of attention. Well, his cousins were here because my brother came over with his dogs. So he went upstairs and went outside and ran around and played with them. And then he came downstairs to me and was just really excited, so he's barking. And then I settled him down. Oh my gosh, your cats are so cute. I love
am
them so
also-
much, Avian.
I am also trying to socialize my kitty. So
You have a
she's
cat?
in my lap at the moment.
Oh my god! She's so cute. Turn the screen back on. Show the world these cats,
Okay,
Avian.
one second.
This is little Miss Celeste.
Show
She's
the
the
cats.
Oh, I don't have
she
a.
is the most shy, like least socialized
There you
kitty
go.
I've ever had. So she's very
Aw,
scared right now, and I'm trying to
She's
get her
doing
used to
so good.
it. Yeah.
I'm not showing stream my bed because it's awful.
Avian.
No, they get
Oh
plenty.
no, that's fair. I meant. Sorry, I understood. It took me a second to process.
Yeah, Ash is on my bed. I'm not showing that side of my room because it's a mess. My
Mood.
my viewers get plenty of stuff with my cats because I post stuff all the fucking time. Well, not as much anymore, but I post it all the
I
time on
was-
Twitter and stuff. Used
I
to.
was gonna use my actual camera today, and then I looked at my room and I said, VTuber.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
I have a
these
huge
are
pile
my
of laundry.
animals. I have Koopa, which you could see there, and you have little Miss Celeste, which no one gets to see that much anymore because she's so shy. But I'm trying to get her like used to being picked up and pet, and also having Koopa like run up at her and shove his nose in her face, which she's kind of used to at this point.
Yeah, my cats are the opposite. They are the most bomb-proof cats I have ever met.
They really are. It's so funny.
Like you'll
Yeah,
go
She's
to try and push Louis away, like with your foot to like move him out of the way, and he'll just stand there. You have to physically, like with force, move him because he will not get out of your way, unless you force him to.
Julian, where are your dogs?
They're
she's
currently
shy.
snuggling Lauren on the couch.
Oh, okay.
Valid,
never
don't
mind.
bug them. They deserve
Yeah.
their little cuddle time. Okay,
That's
whenever we're ready to
fair.
start again, we can start again.
I just
too.
love them and want to see them. Hey, Julian, can I come over and pet your dogs again?
I mean, yeah,
Dog.
anytime.
Thank you.
No.
Oh my gosh. It's so cute.
This is the mandatory pet break that we have.
Yeah. Oh,
I would-
I can't show you mine. Sorry, folks.
Off you go, little Miss. Take care.
Oh my gosh! She's so fluffy.
She is
Okay,
super
I'm
fluffy.
ready. Sorry.
You ready? Everyone
It's
ready?
incredibly
Yeah.
fluffy.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys were. Did you finish at Tinks's place? Or are you still looking around, perusing a little bit, or do you want to head somewhere else in town, or call it a night because places are going to start closing here soon?
Meepo's done. What I'd like to do is he'd probably like try to find a place where he can buy a bag of holding or a briefcase of holding.
Please let us find a briefcase of holding. This is my dream. A Meepo-sized one specifically. I want only Meepo to carry it. Or
Okay.
if one of us carry it, it looks ridiculous.
But I'm just letting y'all know what I'm doing. You guys can do
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
Okay.
I'm going with Meepo because I want to help with that. Because that's
Okay.
my dream.
Is it too early for a bag of holding? I don't know D&D rules. Is it too early for a bag of holding?
Honestly, a bag of holding isn't as broken
Is it
as
not?
some. Like, it's just nice to have something that we don't have to worry about encumbrance, basically.
D and Dad's. be
I
like,
give people a bag of holdings like it's candy. I'm like, you
Fair,
get
okay.
a bag of holding, you get a bag of holding. I don't care.
Okay.
But
It's
you're
not-
the
it's
DM,
not
you do as you see fit.
You get to choose. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a nice to have. Like it's
Yeah,
just,
'cause, like, it's a
not-
nice thing to
like
have.
Ziggy
I-
said,
did plan on giving you one eventually. I just didn't know
No.
where.
Meepo, like it's not like I'm planning to like buy 2 bags of holding and use it to make a fucking nuke to like instantly destroy your bad guy.
Yeah.
I just want
We
something
get one.
so I can like stop worrying about like
Yeah.
encumbrance or carry weight or that kind of stuff. But if you decide that these are more rare for whatever reason, cool. Like we don't need to.
I wouldn't think they would be rare. I just wasn't sure if I should give you it yet or not because I wasn't sure how OP they were. Because I don't play a lot of D&D. I've never. This is the furthest I've ever gotten in a D&D campaign. I've never gotten past like 3 sessions.
You're good.
So, but yeah, I say yeah.
Just
You
make
could,
it big enough to put stuff in that, but can't fit a living creature. Listen, you never
Listen.
know.
That's
when
what a
you
bag
need
of
to
have
put
to let us
holding
have
is
some
for.
fun. Listen, you have to let us have some fun. Like
Yeah, I want to
it's
stuff
gonna be
Meepo in a bag of holding.
it's gonna be so hard to actually get anything in the bag anyways. So I feel like if we're able to do that, we should be
guys-
rewarded for it. That's all I'm
Actually-
saying.
wait, you
I
guys.
actually
Wait.
think-
You guys know? Have you seen Fantastic Beasts? You know Newt Scamander's
Yes.
briefcase.
Yes,
Yes.
I want
Set it
that.
down.
That's more
That
like
is
a DM's
exactly-
tiny hut. I want. Oh my gosh, Sorry, I'm just thinking of cool magical items now. Please ignore me.
I want that, but that is exactly what I was gonna say. Is that or like the Mary Poppins, like where actually a briefcase of holding is almost better than a bag.
I
'Cause
love a briefcase
a
of
bag can
holding.
only open about this big. A briefcase can open as big and wide as you want it because it like opens completely.
To
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
fair, though, it is a Meepo-sized briefcase, so we do have to keep in mind it's not going to be that big, so it couldn't
Yeah.
fit like crazy big things. You
Yeah.
know?
Weapons, armor, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I say yeah.
But
you
like if
you
it
hit
was
up
like a big
the-
bad, no way.
Mm.
You know?
Percival would have difficulty fitting in this briefcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
That's
shoulders.
Like
what,
this
I mean, I'm
and-
saying you're safe. I'm
and
saying
like
this
this
is a
and
safe
down.
gift to give us.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Probably you go to a nearby general store. And you find a briefcase that is your size, and you take it up to the shopkeeper. And with the price of 2 small sunstones, he can enchant it with a holding charm to allow you to hold stuff in it. Infinite.
Meepo's gonna turn towards Arafi, and he's like he's gonna turn into like businessman Meepo here.
He's like, Arafi, we should totally do this and use both of our sunstones because this will be useful for Meepo, but will also be useful to what you call friends. Many things can be carried inside Meepo magical briefcase.
Well, you know, Meepo, I've been with you since the start of this. I'm so ready to have my sunstone. Have it. Here it is.
Meepo appreciates
for-
Arafi's trust.
So for 8 copper and 2 sunstones, you guys grab a Meepo-sized briefcase and have it enchanted with a bag of holding charm.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You got a
Awesome.
briefcase.
I
You got a
have-
briefcase of holding.
I have marked away one of my small sunstones.
I have
Nice.
marked away my one and only sunstone.
That's why I gave them to y'all, because Arafi already had 2 small sunstones in her inventory, and I was like, y'all can have them.
So mission accomplished. Meepo's done. Like
Okay.
whatever else the
Goes
rest
back
of
to the
gang
tavern,
wants to do.
conks
I'll
out
follow
for the
along.
night.
No, I'm saying like that
That's
was
all you
my-
wanted to go
that was
shopping
mission.
for.
That was Meepo's mission. Yeah.
Arafi wants to find some rapiers.
Okay.
I want some knives.
Also,
Meepo's gonna call back his familiar, who's an owl called Hoot, who has
Oh,
been flying
oh,
over the city
yeah.
for the past while. So
forgot
Meepo's
about
just gonna
that.
go like Hoot and like call him down like Hoot, and then the bird just flies down. So he has a.
also, you guys
yes.
want to try and find a map? Or you gonna raw dog this?
Right, and a map, yeah, and paper, right. Okay, so my shopping list is a cool knife. It doesn't have to be like enchanted or anything, just something that looks cool. I want a cool looking knife, okay? I don't have one. I only have daggers, and I want a rapier. Anyways, paper, pretty paper, and the map. That's my
Now
shopping
my
list.
finger's bleeding.
Huh?
Womp womp.
I know,
Rip.
for real.
What?
Womp womp. Quite literally,
Huh?
rip. I pulled a hangnail and now my finger's bleeding.
Oh no.
But yeah, so I'll say you can find all that stuff in the general store again. You find a map for like 2 copper, the map of Dakar. And you said you wanted a rapier. You said you were looking for how many?
1.
1 rapier. I'd say I don't know if there's like actual prices set for these in. There probably is somewhere.
There
There
is.
is, but
Yeah, there is. But I don't have.
I can pull them out
Here,
for
I'll
you. if
look
you
it
want.
up
I
for
think
you.
it's like 10 or
Rapier,
15 gold.
5e price. I know, I got you. Rapier, 25 gold pieces.
25 gold
Yep,
pieces for
that's
1
what I see
rapier.
here as well.
Yeah, can I Hey, Avian.
You want to try?
Can I
and
try to talk?
barter?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
try to
charisma
yeah, I
roll.
want to try. Yay! Persuasion question mark?
Mm-hmm.
Or just straight up charisma.
Actually,
Persuasion.
they're the same, so it doesn't matter. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
We need to change
Never
Ziggy's
mind.
tag.
Oh, never mind. It was 12. Sorry, I thought it was a nat 1, but it was a 7.
How much
it's
are you
12.
wanting to bring it down to?
I don't know. I was gonna ask for like 5 gold off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 12. He's like, I can give you 22.
I think we should
Ah.
change Arafi's name to Arizfi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I want it, so I'm buying it.
Yeah.
5. Okay. I have marked my gold and the copper.
Did you mean to change your background?
What?
You'd be
Nope.
You're now comfy in a sweater.
Hey guys, what's up? We're in a meadow now. Isn't that beautiful? Hold on. Hold on. Hold
Oh, you
on.
had it?
Guys,
Oh.
I don't remember my
Oh, there we
buttons.
go.
I figured it out though.
You found it.
Went on a whole journey
You
there
did.
through Ziggy's house to.
I forget that they're attached to my number pad. I did that so it was easier for me, but also I use my number pad a lot and I need to stop doing
I
that.
use control and then number pad, so then you have to click left control while typing
Oh,
a
Yeah,
that's
number.
actually really smart.
But then I would forget to do that all the time.
Fair enough. Anyway, so yeah. Rapier, and was there another thing? Sorry,
Paper.
paper. Yeah, you find some nice fancy paper.
Can it be pretty?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's got some like little.
I want
like,
it to be gold.
It's got little like gold like leaf like
Yeah.
inscribed on the end. It's not actual gold, but it's like in gold.
Yeah,
ink.
no, that's what I meant.
Probably about 6 copper.
Deal. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Anyone else quick shopping trip?
Percival and QWERTY?
You guys good?
I don't think I needed anything.
Okay. First of all, you need anything?
Need some soap for all that blood you always get on you.
No, I can press the digitation.
Yeah, have you guys cleaned up at all?
I'm
Periodically.
I'm beautiful and flawless.
I
Not
meant more the
not
3
a-
that did mass war crimes last session.
I
First
don't
and
know what you're talking
foremost-
about.
First and foremost, have you met Meepo? Do you think he'd actually take the time to bathe himself? Do you think
I
he
imagine-
cares about what other people think?
I imagine trying to bathe Meepo is like trying to bathe a cat.
Well, Meepo will bathe, but he's like a little dragon man. So how do lizards bathe? You,
In
like-
sand,
They
don't
just kind of
Yeah.
sit in the water.
Yeah, that or
They
so
soak.
that's okay. So that's the like at the end of the day, Meepo like gets naked and like rolls in a pile of sand on the beach or something. That's how he bathes.
He has so many public
Yeah.
indecency charges.
Jesus. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I don't need anything from
But he
the
goes
cat.
in like the dead middle of the night, so
Oh.
no one can see him because
That's
he's always
even
in
worse
disguise.
almost.
That's true. No one knows that he's a kobold.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that Percival might look for are some small reinforced glass vials.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say if you go to, I would say yeah, you go to the same general store. You find some small glass vials, for a couple silver. They come in a cute little like chemistry set,
Nice.
Nice.
so you can
Percival's gonna cook.
it came with 5 vials, so add 5 vials to your. These Jillian, for an extra note, they are not the same kind of thing that you currently have. You will have to have something done to them if you want them to function how the ones you currently have do. And if you would like
Okay.
more specificities of that, I will DM you after the fact. After stream.
Sounds good.
Nothing fishy here, guys. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Not
Yeah, I don't know.
Changed my
suspicious
mind.
know
I
what
was
they're
like,
talking
buy a dagger.
Wait, you can have mine. I just hand you my dagger.
To keep. I'm gonna keep it in my shoe.
Yeah, you can have it. I have
Okay,
2
cool.
daggers, and I just bought a rapier. I don't even want either of these. You want both of them, actually?
I'll take both your daggers, sure.
Yeah, have them. Here you go. I just give you
Fantastic,
both
thank
my
you.
daggers because I didn't want
You-
either of them. So I'll just delete them from my inventory.
Also,
Fabulous.
That's right. I need to write in my equipment briefcase of holding.
Yes!
oops, that
Meepo
is not
size
brilliant.
briefcase of holding.
This is, of course, where all of the documents are going, by the way.
Yes.
Which
Casual,
were kind
casual.
of
I
beforehand
swear
just
to-
kind of haphazardly like thrown into Meepo's bag. Like with care, but like it wasn't secure. But now it's like he has his own like filing cabinet. He literally, when he
Hell
looks for documents, he like puts his hands inside the briefcase and like does this.
Back alley deal is what just happened there. This is what Jackie says.
Do you guys want us to leave the audio calls? You guys can chat maybe between DM and play.
No, it's fine.
So maybe the
Unless
the
Brilliant-
crowd could
unless-
get to know.
Brilliant wants to expose that
No, we're
now
good.
or wait. Yeah.
We're good.
So the secret is
Secret
for the
tunnel.
viewers. It's for the viewers as
Secret
well.
tunnel.
be relevant
yeah.
eventually.
Anyone else have anything they need? Bedtime.
Bedtime.
Meeple's
Okay.
hungry.
Well, yeah, we'll
just
eat at
heading
the
back
end.
heading back to the tavern.
We get free food there.
Mhm.
So I'll say for just XP unless you guys want to roleplay eating as well. You guys get your food for dinner. Head to bed for the night. Meepo's kept awake for a little bit by the meows of cats, but ultimately eventually falls asleep.
Before going to bed,
Yep.
and you can message me or whatever. Meepo's gonna take he's gonna get a full rest, but whatever if we're not hanging out at the bar, he's gonna spend all of his free time before sleeping for a full night's rest studying those animals.
Okay.
And whatever role you want me to do to figure something out, but he's like just checking them out, trying to do
pull
small
up
tests.
all the stuff again because I realized that's what I forgot to actually fucking do. Where
Yeah,
the fuck
just
where are all your
just
character
to
sheets?
get it out there, because that's what Meepo would do.
Harassi's
say-
writing a beautiful letter.
I'd say either medicine or arcana if you're trying to figure out what to do to get rid of these.
Going with Arcana. It's more like he's trying to figure out like what is there to do for these animals. Can he remove the stone? If he removes the stone, will they die?
If you-
Are they slowly changing or turning? Or because Meepo remembers the dragon that they were trying to create. It was a cat mixed with a lizard
Yeah.
into the thing.
Yeah.
So right now they're all separate. So he's trying to like
At least
make little
what you have
tests.
currently
Yeah.
are separate. You don't know if there was already lizards that you didn't get to in time that were used already or not.
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
but the ones that he has, and so I'm gonna roll Arcana basically. I'm trying to figure out as much as I can about this.
What the current situation is on these animals.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Well-
So that is a total of 8, but a nat 1.
You kind of sit there and stare at these animals for a little bit, but after staring at these gems for so long, you kind of just get mesmerized by how sparkly they are. And you realize that it's now about midnight, and you gotta sleep or you're gonna be too tired in the morning, and you kind of just got too distracted by how shiny they were, and you got lost in thought and entranced, and you realize, oh shit, I should probably go to bed now.
And I will do so. Womp womp. Salad either rolls really high or really low.
Glass cannon.
No
It's
in
so cute.
between.
I mean, it makes sense though. Meepo would be distracted by the shiny thing. Like it adds
It
up.
works. It works. It works for the character.
I write a beautiful letter that I'll give to you in private and secret, Avian. On my beautiful new paper.
So we'll call that at night. Anyone else want to do anything last quickly while you're in your bedrooms, or you good to go? No, good, cool. Next morning comes up. You guys downstairs. What's your game plan? It's now probably,
Breakfast.
Yeah, well after breakfast.
Oh, okay.
It's about 8 in the morning. You guys are waking up. You know, getting your breakfast. You're sitting down eating. What's your game plan for what you plan on doing next? You have your quest pretty much to go down to research for Lillian, take care of the bandits if you want. You now have your map for your way down to Mythshield, which I think I have a better map for it. I don't actually know. I'll look while you guys chatter.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
the map. I'm the map. I'm the
So-
map.
Here's what I'm thinking. We have like a list of things to do. And so if I'm remembering everything right, we need to go to Mythshield and on our way defeat bandits, but also there's a library there we need to go to. That's convenient, all in one. We need to deal with these animals, and that's really important because it's got a time limit, and I would rather do that sooner than later because nothing else really has a time limit, you know? But also we need to go tell the crown that we found more of them. But I want to take care of the animals before we do that so that they can't like ask us for them, you know? Because I feel like it's fine to tell them after we've already dealt with the problem, but I want to deal with the problem first and then go tell them, you know?
Maple agrees. Maple
Okay.
also suggests that if we wish to do so, getting help would be a good idea. This is big. Meepo tried to study last night, and Meepo was a little overwhelmed. And
Well,
Meepo believes maybe if we met a animal doctor, perhaps could help with removing sunstone, or maybe find a trustworthy mage to tell us more about sunstone. Either could help with dealing with animal. Meepo not suggesting going to go see Castle Mage. Castle Mage obviously weak compared to Meepo.
Right.
Obviously.
I love all this shade thrown on her.
Yeah, poor Lillian. Like, she's
deserves
just.
Well, she tried to invade our mind, and
She
Meepo
did not set a
immediately
good
was.
first impression.
To be fair,
No.
that was by
Yeah.
order of the. That was by order of the royal family to see if you were telling the truth. or
Meepo
not.
doesn't know that. All that Meepo knows is that he was throwing like calculus at her, and she could not make it in his brain. That's all he knows.
Fair enough.
Maybe an answer my DM right now.
All right,
So
close
yeah, that's
Discord.
what Meepo
Meepo.
Meepo proposes to the party. Either
Mm.
find like a veterinarian to help us remove the stones, or find a mage of some kind to help us like unlock the secret of the stones and this fucked up concoction that they've been doing.
I lean towards veterinarian if we can. They'll care more about the animal's well-being than the potential power of the
We
stones.
know any veterinarians?
No. You guys You guys got into town literally like 24 hours ago.
Yeah,
48 hours
look
ago.
on the map. I have a map. Does map tell me about you veterinarians?
You have a map of Dakar.
Dang it.
Can we ask someone?
You can ask around.
What was the name of the bookkeeper?
Meepo has
Why don't we
other
just ask the-
proposition. Could ask a farmer lady who lost her husband. Farmers deal with animals, and farmers
It
probably
might-
know healing person.
It might be a bad idea to take the same things that killed her husband to her. I just feel like that might hurt her, you know?
Could also give her peace and closure, knowing that we're trying to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
I have yeah, just for sure. That's one option. I also have just like a crazy idea. So I know we don't like fully trust the crown. I totally get that. For sure. But I think the one that one sister, she drew us that picture, you know. I think Sylvia, I think was her name. She was the one, I think, who took the cat to heal it last time and take care of it. And so, like, just saying that she does care about animals for sure, and she seemed pretty nice to her sister. So that could also be something we could look into, potentially.
Meepo will listen very attentively, but Meepo would like to roll an insight check on Arafi to see if Arafi's like trying to like blush and be like, "Oh, I'm just saying, we could go see this this girl that's really cool and just really nice to hang out with." And I rolled an insight. Actually, no, Meepo would not be clued in enough to know that, so never mind. But
Inquetti would.
Yeah,
I
mean,
will roll a deception. Can I roll deception against it?
You can roll deception or persuasion, whatever you whatever
Deception.
whatever Rafi is currently
don't
doing.
worry about what I'm rolling.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to tell anyone what you're rolling. You just need to tell me what the result is, and then
Well, it was a 12, so
yeah, and then Querty
I
can
think
roll
the only
insight.
thing Meepo might notice is if Rafi's cheeks are getting red. That is the
A
only
nat
thing. he would notice.
20.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
it's so obvious. It's so completely obvious.
Big sister energy here.
It is-
No, Rafi is like completely smitten. Like she had been joking about this date earlier and didn't actually care. Like she like joked about it, but didn't actually care when the other person had canceled. Rafi is smitten.
Avoiding eye contact, cheeks
Literally, like
flush.
if her eyes could be hearts right now, they would be.
Arafi, is this the best thing for the animals or the best thing for you and your heart?
What? What if it? I mean, it could be both.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Meepo like looks at Arafi. He's like,
Rafi's
Rafi,
avoiding
okay?
eye contact so hard.
Like
she will not look at any of you.
Meepo will hop on the breakfast table, like stand in front and like grab her by the face and like look at her, like trying to make sure she's not like having a stroke or a heart attack. When he heard like, "Is it good for your heart?" He's like,
Meepo,
Gets a candle and lights it up close to make sure her pupils dilate.
like Meepo's like literally like, "Is Raffi okay?"
Meepo, I'm fine. It's
little kobold paws all over your face.
Meepo, stop! It's fine. I'm fine.
I don't know, Meepo. She seems a little lovesick. You know.
I'm
Lovesick. What is this lovesick?
not.
What?
Seems like
What's
a
that
very
letter?
dangerous ailment.
What's that
What?
paper you needed?
I just paper.
Oh, makes sense.
What?
Oh, Arafi.
Huh? We
You saw
met
her for 5
these-
seconds.
We met these people yesterday. I don't know what you guys. are
Meepo is
even talking about.
confused, and I'll just start writing notes.
Love at first sight, man.
But Meepo just proposes these.
Have you not seen the
Could go
scries?
Could go see Sylviana, whatever Smooskin name was.
Sylvia.
Sylvia, yes, thank you. Good memory, Raffi. Maybe Raffi not that sick. But yes, so whatever group decides, Meepo will follow.
We can maybe start with taking one animal to your bow.
But he's just a person. Guys.
What do you think, Percival?
I mean, she seemed to know the animals, so if we feel we can trust that form of royalty, then I don't see any harm in letting Arafi have her fling.
Rafi's walked away. She can't be in this conversation. She's so scared of this. She's gone.
She's out of here. She's like, I can't.
Yeah, she's walked away. She went to go get more food, was her excuse. She's like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'll be right back.
Right. So, yeah, let's take, like, the least threatening looking animal, maybe. Just test the waters.
They're all cats and lizards, so.
Oh. Well, lizard or cat, take your pick.
The
if it's
cat
a lizard,
that
maybe
is
Meepo can eat it.
the cat that is the least like aggressive looking, basically.
Yeah. The fluffiest cat you have.
There's a little
We
black
know.
cat, you know, it just looks like a big old puffball, and it's kind of sitting there just like, what's going on, man? It's like,
I need a reference picture.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
please.
my cat's been dead for 15 years, you think I got a reference picture?
We'll take that cat. We'll take that cat to Arafi's girlfriend.
Raffi's waifu.
No. Arafi's
Bae.
wife.
Someday, heart.
You know, like in cartoons, when like the character like floats following like the scent of like the perfume or whatever, that's a Raffi.
Yeah.
Gosh, so much makes sense now. I wasn't gonna question your paper and pens. Oh dear.
Needs to
She has a
Send her
minus
love
one
letters.
intelligence. She is not a smart person. She does not need to be writing.
Oh dear. I thought it was a little suspicious, but like, oh, maybe you're just trying to like also take notes. Maybe you're trying to be good, a good adventurer.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're
no,
picking up
that's
extra
for
tinks and
sure.
you're becoming an author.
Yeah. I had such high hopes for you.
All
But
squandered.
then- no.
She also writes songs. Does that help?
Songs
That's
for your
cute.
girlfriend?
Love songs.
No, just for herself.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
Like she wrote songs before. She's a performer.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we should probably go do that then. We have 45 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
real. Let's go.
Montage. Yeah, montage. You guys are now in the castle.
We just got in.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
you-
crazy. Anyway,
Listen, you waved your little
Sorry, little
professional,
cat.
your little
Oh,
professionals
that's right.
thing. Yeah, guards are like,
Official professional business only. Like Meepo
Yeah.
like stamps it, like shoves it in the guard's face and keeps walking.
I
Yeah.
want to be. Can I be holding the cat, but
Yeah.
like just casually, but holding it in a way that covers the stone, so no one can see that.
yeah, sure, yeah. You guys stroll in. The guards,
Probably a good
guards
idea.
try
to
and-
not
the guards
have Meepo
try.
hang onto it.
yeah, the guards try and stop you, but like Meepo shoves the paper to like, And they just
Yeah.
they're like, what the fuck? Okay, they're back apparently. The word gets set. You hear kind of some whispers as the guy runs, and you make sure the king and queen they know. And a few minutes later they come in, like do you have any word for us? The king kind of
Are we
pipes up.
going to see the king and queen, or are we going directly to go
You guys
see
just walked into the castle.
Sylvia?
It's fine. I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. We
You got
will so soon have more information for you. I just really want to get all of our points together before we do that. So actually, I was wondering, I wanted to ask if we could actually talk to Princess Sylvia about the condition of the cat, because I know that she had taken it to help heal it back up. So I was just wondering if we could talk to her about that real quick to get all of our notes together.
I guess you could talk to her. She's probably on her way down here soon. A few minutes later, Sylvia walks in. For expediency or whatever the hell you say that fucking word.
Expediency.
Expediency. Yep. Yeah, that's the word. She comes in. And Elena kind of follows quickly after with Snowball like wrapped in her arms. She's like, "Oh my god, you're back!" Super excited to see you guys.
Hi, hello. Hey. Is this a private? Are we having like private audience, or are the king
you
and
are
queen
currently
still right
sitting? The king and queen are sitting in their throne. You're currently in the throne room, and
cool.
Elena and Sylvia have run in. Snowball, and grasped in Elena's arms.
For sure. Hi guys. It's so great to see you guys again. So we just had a couple follow-up questions for you guys, if you wouldn't mind. I don't want to bore the king and queen with just this. We'll get you guys a really detailed presentation once we're done with all grounding up all the facts. But if I could talk to you just like super quick, if we could talk to you just super quick.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, what do you need? We can talk out here. She kind of points off to like an off hallway.
Perfect. Yeah, we go there.
Yeah. Privacy. Yeah, and she kind of walks. It opens up an office door, and it's like some sort of like steady.
Cool.
Don't touch anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. As soon as we have like privacy, I move my hand to show the cat in the gemstone. I was like, okay, here's the thing. We have been doing work and it's been going great. Really big updates so soon. We did find this animal that has one of those stones in it. And from what we found, it seems like it could turn into one of those monsters if we don't get the stone out before. But none of us know how to do that without hurting the animal really bad. But I knew that you had helped heal that cat, and I was wondering if you knew anything about this or could help. And I'm just like holding the cat with the gem up to her.
I like how you just like Simba style. It's like, see?
Yeah.
She kind of looks. She kind of looks. She's like, oh, possibly. I mean, I have been practicing my cleric skills. And she kind of looks at it and she kind of like brushes Kitty a little. And she looks at the gem. She's like, well, it doesn't look like it's been there for very long. There still seems to be kind of like some stitches around it. We might be able to just pry it out with some surgical tools.
Do you have those? Can we do that?
Possibly. Just give me a moment. And she kind of leaves the room. She quickly pops her head back in. Quickly, she's like, "Don't touch anything."
I stand completely still, holding the cat.
And she kind of.
Meepo is touching everything.
Meepo.
But not like grabbing and like shaking, but he's just like checking things out.
Yeah, it just seems to be the steady of the king, That's
Oh, she's wearing the king. Had to do surgery in the
cool
king's study.
Books?
I mean, there's some books, but before you can really check it out, the door opens again, and Sylvia
Meepo's
walks
like
in.
walking towards the books, like just slowly, like
she's like, "Stop it!"
Stalking towards the books.
Stop it!
He's not touching me. He's just looking.
Gives the water bottle.
Like runs back behind Percival, like.
First of all,
creates water.
Percival very discreetly walks over to a shelf and starts like poking at stuff too.
You have to roll stealth
Anyways.
to not be seen if you're doing that stealthily.
I just said discreetly, but I will roll stealth. I'm not good at it.
I believe in you.
Literally has disadvantage. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's true. I do. Oh well, the second one would have been great to have. What's my dexterity? So that would have been an 8.
She's looking straight at you as you are walking over there and poking at these books. She's like, I let you in here. Could you like respect that a little bit?
I'm so sorry about that.
Snowball was in this room?
No, Elena and Snowball didn't follow in.
Broken my heart, but okay.
So sad.
You wanted privacy with Sylvia.
Yeah, I
Cat
did.
can be here.
Yeah, but then there'd be 2 cats, and that could be a
Yeah,
problem.
true. That could be an issue real quick.
Fine.
Okay.
You just want Snowball. What?
Yeah, I
Pretty-
just want to
what-
pet the cat.
Why don't you go find
We
what's
brought a cat. Why didn't you pet this cat?
I thought the cat was about to go to surgery.
She's like, okay, set the cat here on the desk. I'll clean up the mess afterwards. It's fine.
I set the cat on the desk.
He's just chilling there. He's like, well, desk. Cat's not a care in the world. Very chill cat.
Yeah.
She kind of grabs these like surgical tools and she's like, okay, does anyone have a sleep spell? Anything that maybe put this cat under? This is gonna hurt.
I mean, I can smack its head. Knock
Please
it
do
out.
not smack the cat's head.
No.
Meepo.
Ziggy,
Meepo
Rafi, you
does.
put people to sleep, didn't you? The kids?
Meepo did.
No, Meepo put the kids to sleep.
Okay, but this takes a lot out of Meepo, but okay.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Hold on a second. I'll just need to find, because I forget exactly. I know how the spell works, but hold on. Roll F. Sleep.
I'm gonna roll.
Bing.
I'm gonna smack his head. That's a natural 20. That is what would happen.
Hold on.
The cat's insta dead. I guess it solves the problem.
I can clarify non-lethal damage. I can knock it out.
Divine smite, the first
True.
level.
Goddamn.
Thunderous sound from the heavens above just destroys the cat.
Divine smite the cat. Hold on a second. Because I'm trying to remember how many dice I have to roll here. And for some reason, Control F didn't work.
You
That's
just needed
Yeah,
to roll a
PDFs kinda
5 or
suck.
something.
Sleep. Silent image sleep. There we go. 5d8. That's what it is.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I can
totally.
literally. Yeah, there's. I
Literally,
don't even
you don't even need to roll. You need a 5.
Yeah.
Literally, you'd get that with the minimum if you rolled all
So
ones.
yeah, Meepo's just gonna like walk up and just like he's gonna grab inside of his like side pocket and like pull out a little bit of like what seems to be dust and just like like a little bit on the cat. Cat instantly out. Passes
Cat
out,
just
falls
plonk,
asleep,
passes out.
knocks out.
Sylvia rolled a 14 on her sleight of hand to, take care of this. So she's kind
Could I
of
assist her
yeah, sure.
since I am
That's
proficient in
that's
sleight of
advantage,
hand?
isn't it? Or no? Does she
Yeah.
get advantage?
Yeah.
So just roll again to see if it's higher.
Roll a
Meepo's
12.
like the surgery
Oh, okay.
assistant. Like he's like standing there like with scalpel and he's like handing
Yeah.
it.
Scalpel, scissors, potion.
I'm just watching, but I'm staring at Sylvia the entire time. I'm not even looking at the cat. I'm just like
You watch a bead of sweat drip down her forehead, and it just
I get a towel and I like tap. I'm the other assistant on the other side, but I'm not actually helping. I'm just like tapping.
you tap her sweat, and then you tap your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay. She's like, oh, it seems to be coming off pretty easily. Hopefully, we caught it soon enough that there won't be any long-term effects like poor Snowball has. About
What are his long-term effects?
well, he seems to have a pair of wings that seems to not be going away. A little
Oh, that's so cute.
That's a
It is.
benefit.
It is very cute. They aren't quite big enough
But-
for him to fly, but they are very cute.
So we can just glide around. That's adorable.
I do have a picture of Snowball with the little
Yes.
wings. But she's chopping it, and after maybe about 5-10 minutes, finally you hear like a little as like some air is released, and the gem just kind of pops out of the cavity, and she quickly uses cure wounds or yeah, that's level 1. I was gonna say healing word, but it's the same level. She uses cure wounds, and it closes over the wound.
I look back at the group and I'm like, huh?
Eh?
She did it! Like,
All right, now let's do the next one.
we only brought one because of.
We can go back and.
Hey, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Hi.
She's busy kind of like wiping off her hands.
Meepo will go get the animals with
How-
Percival and QWERTY.
Oh.
Rafe, you keep talking to Sylvia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back. Bye.
There's a couple more. We just wanted to. We didn't want to.
Of course, Meepo has to leave. Meepo has the keys to his room where the animals are, and he needs the big,
Right.
strong friends to carry the animal.
Right.
Sorry, what's
Are you
happening?
sure? I could help carry them.
No,
if you want.
it's fine. You just keep Sylvia not busy. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Meepo will be back.
Rafi's sweating. She's so nervous.
Oh god.
Anyway, so they left because there's actually a couple more animals, and we're wondering if you could help us with all of them, if that's okay, if you have time today.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could. Would it be
That's
easier if
adorable.
I go with you guys? I mean, I could go to where you have them.
Is that okay?
I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't be. I mean, I'm allowed to leave the castle whenever I want.
Oh, I just wasn't sure if what the I.
I mean, I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
not,
know
I'm
what
not,
the
I'm
rules
not,
are
I'm
with
not
royalty. Like, I'm not royalty. I wouldn't know.
Why would I be stuck?
Sorry.
Why would I be stuck in my own castle? It's my kingdom. I should be able to walk around.
Well, but some people don't. Okay, let's just go. And I just walk out. By the way, that I'm like walking and talking with her. I'm like that drawing you did was really cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd give
didn't-
you a little thanks.
Yeah,
Are you
no,
guys
that
all
was-
walking with?
No,
we're
we're like
far ahead.
fine.
They started way before
Oh.
us.
Oh,
They had
okay.
already left when
I
was
thought
talking.
I thought only Meepo left for some reason.
No.
You
Meepo-
guys
Meepo-
were
Meepo
really just like,
needed
here,
his-
have your alone time.
Mhm.
No, that's
Of course
not
we
what
did.
Meepo did. Meepo was just like, hey, we need to go get those animals. I'm not strong enough to carry all those animals. I'm gonna bring those 2 strongest people I know with me. Rafi,
smart
you're
decision.
good. We don't need you. That's literally Meepo's mindset. But Salad is yes. Salad's like, you guys have your alone time.
Salad's the perfect wingman.
Yeah, for real. This salad entity. Oh, so yeah, you're walking down. She's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I've been dabbling in the arts for a while now, and I thought it would be a good thank you."
Yeah, no, it was really cool. We all thought it was really pretty.
Are you okay? You're sweating.
It's just hot outside. Sorry,
It's the middle of the fall.
where I'm from, it's so
February.
much colder, And I got these new clothes, and they're just like heavier than my other clothes were. I'm from the floating. It's cold in the floating isles.
You're from the floating. I guess that makes sense. You do have Eliza's symbol. On you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you?
Yeah.
Do you want my handkerchief? You're like really sweating.
Thank you. I take it. I'm wiping the sweat off.
Literally just freezes up at the thought of taking her handkerchief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my lady.
Wow. So
Heat wave going on?
there's so
Is
people
it
have been
hot in here or
calling-
is it just you?
People have been talking to me like so much since I've been here because I do have the symbol on my chest. Everyone's like really upset with Ravenstead, huh?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to. I probably shouldn't really tell you this, to be honest, but I mean it's fine. I was supposed to marry the prince, but I mean since he's gone, I guess that's not really a matter anymore. I mean he's nice. I've heard he's nice, but
You've heard? Have you not met him?
well, no. I mean when we went to go, that was the whole thing. I mean we went to go meet, and before we could meet during the dinner, he never showed. So I've never met him.
That's something totally awful must have happened to him because like no one would like not show up to meet you, you know.
Yeah, I mean like it's fine. The only problem is now that they think that we killed him or something, you
What?
know. It doesn't quite look good on Swansborough that the prince that I was supposed to arrange a marriage through an arranged marriage is missing. So
But why would you do that? Because like if you're supposed to marry him,
and
obviously
you know what? You ask great questions and I wish I would know. Do you want to tell that to Ravenstead?
Raven, that's so funny. They wouldn't even listen to me. I mean, come on. Yeah, you know about Ravenstead. Look at me. Do you think they'd even give me the time of day?
No, you're
And
right.
I just like look up at my horns.
No, you're right. Like, obviously, I'm joking. Like, obviously, like, how would you even get to Ravenstead?
Right, like how? That would be impossible. I'm looking anywhere but at her right now.
You're at the Sleepy Stag. You arrive.
Oh, thank God. Oh, come on. They're right up here.
Come on into my bedroom. I mean,
No, it's Meepo's bedroom. So it's fine.
Makes a wrong
We're all
turn,
here.
gets into a Rappies.
No.
She kind of walks in. She's like, oh, okay. She sees like the bed absolutely in pristine condition because Meepo sleeps under the bed. Like,
Yes,
Forgot about that.
that is canon.
like, well, where are they there? And she kind of points to the tarps that you guys are quickly fondling with to get off for the crate. I assume that's what.
Fondling those tops.
Yeah.
get off.
Get off the tops. Just fondling them. But anyways, yeah. So we're
Leave me alone,
we're
man.
moving the darts. No, you're good.
Okay, you know, Sylvia and Raffi show up just unannounced in Meepo's bedroom.
Hey guys. Hey.
Meepo
we
thought
I
we were
was
bringing
telling.
to Castle.
Oh, yeah,
Why
I
are you
was
so
telling Sylvia about
sweaty?
that. It's just hot outside. It's so much colder.
Not
It's
where
that
in
I'm
the
from.
fall. It's not that Meepo
It's
had to
so
put on
much
his winter
colder where I'm
clothes.
from.
Does your red skin look redder?
No, guys, it's just so much colder where I'm from. My skin is always red.
Hey, so
That's
Raffi
literally
having
just my
heart
skin
heart
tone.
palpitations again.
Anyways,
Sylvia kinda
so
looks
I
at
told
you and she
Sylvia
kinda
about
smiles
the other
and-
animals. Raffi's blushing so much. I told
Sylvia
about
can
the other
tell. Wait,
animals.
actually, wait.
And she?
Can I
She
roll
rolled
a
a-
deception check?
Yeah, go for it. I rolled a 15.
Raffi is so good at deception, but I did roll a 13. Raffi has a +7 to deception. I want you all to
Jesus.
know this.
So what? You rolled a 13, so that's like 20.
Did you beat it, or did
Oh
it
my
total.
God.
No,
13 total?
Total. It's a 13 total.
She
Mm,
looks at you and she's like trying not to like laugh, but she's very obviously like also grinning a little bit, like kind of flattered.
Anyway, so I told Sylvia about the other animals, and she's like, well, why don't I just go there? Because, like, obviously, she can go wherever she wants because this is her kingdom. So, obviously, that's how it works. Right, guys?
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Why would a princess be trapped in her kingdom?
Yeah, that'd be wild.
She's like, yeah, I mean, like, Elena kinda is on house arrest sometimes, but that's only because she wanders off. I mean, like,
yeah,
she
that
did,
makes sense.
she did charade as a boy and trick you guys into helping her find her cat. So, you know.
I mean, at least we found her cat, like.
Yeah, and I am thankful for that. And she kind of, She's like, "Hey, so these are the other critters?"
Well, so found a lot of other cats, and I just ripped the tarps off of like both cages.
Cats and lizards.
Okay, lizards are interesting. Why the lizards?
So, okay, wait. Hold on 1 second. And I turn to the group and I like ushered them over and I'm like, okay, wait. Sorry, guys. I just
I turned towards
told her
Sylvia.
literally
Further
everything.
away! Further!
Do you want me to just
Meepo,
leave?
it's fine. Meepo, come here. No, it's fine. Just 1 second. Just super quick.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
even worry about it.
She's kind of there, kind of twiddling her thumbs, little like.
I fully was like ready. I'm gonna tell her like everything if someone else doesn't talk. Like, is that fine? Are we cool with telling her that like you combine a lizard and a cat, or like should I not say that?
Meepo suggests to keep it as the least amount of details as possible. Meepo understands. Seems like very nice girl. However, Meepo doesn't know who to trust with this information yet. Meepo trusts you, and he points at Percival. Trusts you, points at QWERTY, and trusts you, points at Arafi.
Rafi's like, yes.
Meepo doesn't trust anyone else with this information. Less people know the details, the better, including for her own safety.
Okay.
She just gets kidnapped. She's gone
You're
next. You come back to the kingdom and she's just gone.
Rafi turns back to her and she's like, yeah, we don't know what's up with the lizards. We just found lizards and cats. Like I don't know. Those are the two animals, it seems.
Okay. She's like, okay then. Anna walks over and bends down and kind of picks up another one of the cats and she kind of examines it. I am gonna make her roll.
Can Solid assist?
Meepo will assist as the surgery doctor man.
Oh, this isn't for surgery. Sorry, this is for this. She's rolling an Arcana to kind of inspect the cats.
Oh,
are you still gonna assist?
Meepo could, yeah, he'll assist because he's been studying them. Even though he got really distracted with the shiny stone, he has been studying them on his own time. So he'll like he'll help her like figure out where the sunstones are and things like that. You know.
I think I have. I've been not adding any sort of modifiers to it because I didn't know if I had a character sheet for her, but I might be. Listen, I've also been rolling kind of high. Oh, I do. Hell yeah, she's one of the few characters I have a character sheet for.
Hell yeah.
Just a +6 to Arcana. Damn, I should be adding her fucking modifiers.
That's
damn.
what I'm saying. This is why I asked to go to her, because I knew she was smart.
She rolled a 14 +6. She rolled a 20 on her Arcana.
She has advantage, by the way.
Yeah, her advantage was a 5. So
okay.
Fair.
It's not a very good advantage. Okay,
we'll take the 20.
She kind of examines this like gem in its chest, and she's like, "Huh, this one looks different."
What do you mean?
Well, the last one had like, well, you know, when you look at a sunstone that is like that's being used, it hasn't been used yet, you can see the magic inside of it. This one has something else in it. The other one just looked like a normal sunstone. This one looks like it has something else inside of it.
I run over to look at this stone. Does it look like a lizard? That's what Arafi thinks.
Do you want to roll an Arcana or investigation or anything on it?
Meepo's also taking a look at it.
Okay, go. Yeah. Anyone that wants to take a look, go ahead and roll Arcana or investigation. 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Arcana or investigation? That's a +1 either way for me.
Whichever one you want to use. Whichever one you have higher rolls on. Investigation or Arcana, I'll take either.
Meepo's rolling
15.
Arcana.
15, okay.
That is a 13.
13?
Didn't roll so good. Rolled a 6.
Okay. It's a little hard to see. It's a little kind of hard to differentiate between the magics, but QWERTY, you're able to kind of make out this weird kind of like almost reptilian type figure kind of like slithering through it a little bit. Like it's kind of hard to make out, but it looks vaguely, yeah, it doesn't look like it belongs.
Oh, I share this with the group. Sadly.
That seems bad. I don't know why, but that seems bad. We should.
What did you say these lizards
get that one
were
out? I don't know. There's just lizards and there's cats. I don't know anything else.
Okay.
She's not looking at her.
Roll a deception.
Okay. I can't. I don't know how. 11.
You're just like
She has a +7 and I rolled an 11. What is happening?
Eesh.
Actually, it fits the roleplay so well though, so I'm not even mad.
Yeah, like you're just like too distracted by how pretty she is.
Yeah.
She's like, she kind of looks at you. She can't quite tell that you're lying, but she knows that something's up. She's like, okay, it looks like there's a lizard in this crystal. So
That doesn't seem good.
no. So let's go ahead and get this one out of here. I assumed the last one was so fresh because nothing had quite happened to it yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of here. So she's gonna roll another medicine check to get it out, get it on out of there. Advantage. That one was cocked on my other dice. That's a 17.
Let's go.
That's a 19 plus.
Let's go.
Like she'll make it either way, but what's her modifier?
By the way,
Plus
Meepo
3, yeah.
is casting sleep on every one of these animals, so
Okay.
he's gonna cast it once.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say you can probably
It's
do it once because they have so few hit points.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
she
just like-
rolled a 22 or 21 to do all this. So yeah, one by one, she kind of pops out each crystal in the same manner as last time. Arafi on one, dabbing her sweat. Meepo on the other, handing her the tools. As each crystal kind of comes out with a bit of a pop. Some of them take a little bit longer than others because they seem to be a little more like healed over. But it seems to be, they seem to all come out and be covered pretty easily. How many actually spells? How many? My fucking thing is bugged. How many spell slots does she have? Because there was 5. How do I see my spells? How many spell slots? How do I see that on D&D Beyond?
So there's a thing in the actions, and you can go to spells, and it'll tell you there'll be like a number of boxes you can tick next to each level slot.
Okay, I think
And
I see it.
that's how many
Okay,
you have.
she does not have enough spell slots to do all of the cats. She'll need one of you guys to cast Cure Wounds for one of them. But for 3 of the cats, she's able to heal over them because she already used one for the cat back at the castle.
Does anyone have a heal spell?
Or a potion or anything.
If I've rested, I can also do
Oh yeah,
lay on hands.
This is a whole new day, so
Oh, lay on hands will get us so far
Yeah.
because you probably only need to give them 1 hit point because they'll heal after, right?
yeah, like
Question
Yeah.
mark?
yeah. So yeah, you can heal
That would
him
make
a little
sense.
bit, heal him a point or to cover up any sort of wound that was
Yeah.
revealed from the crystal. Yeah, you guys successfully now have what did you guys leave the stone at the castle or did you take
No,
all
I
of
would have taken it with me.
it? Okay, so yeah, you guys have a total of 5 medium sunstones, 3 of which have a little lizard in it, so you don't know if you can use these or not. 2 of them were empty. They are just normal sunstones. So you have 2 medium normal sunstones that you can use for whatever you desire, and 3 that are presumably unusable for usual stuff.
Okay. Can we put Meepo, question mark. Can we put the 3 unusable ones in the briefcase? Just for
Sure.
safekeeping?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Does anyone how many sunstones everyone
Just to make
got?
sure, what are we putting in there exactly?
3.
3
You can write probably cursed or possessed sunstones. 3 possessed sunstones.
3 lizard sunstones.
Or 3 lizard sunstones.
3
Not
lizard
that they are possessed or cursed. I'm just trying to find wording that will make sense for like future
Mhm.
for future things.
Right.
I just don't want people to be
Mhm.
confused.
Oh,
as to
also
it. So
Hmm.
Also, Avian, I would have prestidigitated the office to make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it was clean before we left because I
Yeah.
don't want to leave a blood mess on the king's desk. That would be awkward.
he walks in.
I'm
He's
okay
like,
with that.
"Sylvia, what did you do? Oh, put King Rick on. He did so much for you guys."
I'm trying to make a good impression. Come on.
She kind of wipes off her hands, prestidigitates herself. Cause that's a cantrip in it. That's a cantrip. She
Yeah,
probably
it
has.
is.
Pretty sure she has.
Yeah, that's why I'm using it like wild.
Oh, she doesn't have it. She has guidance.
well,
And spare the dying.
R.I.P.
She wipes
Spare the
it.
dying's a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah, could use that on the cat.
Yeah, she kind of wipes her hand on the tarp or canvas that you guys had covered over the animals. She's like, okay, well, is that everything?
Did she get the lizards also?
The
Or only
lizards
the
didn't
cat?
have any stones.
Oh, okay. Why did we keep them?
I don't know.
I thought the lizards had stones.
No, only the cats did. The lizards were being used
Oh,
to be put into the
dang.
stones.
That's so
Meepo
awkward
kept
that
the
we
lizards
showed
to
her
eat.
the lizards at
Oh,
all.
I
yeah.
think, yeah, that's probably
Kept them to
right.
eat. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
There's a few less lizards in there than there was the day before.
They're
That makes
snacks.
sense.
It's fine. It's normal.
Cool.
I get free food from the bar, but I still eat the lizards
As a little treat.
as a treat. But cool. So yeah, at this point, we have like how many just like passed out cats in
5.
Meeple's room right now?
5 total, counting the one from the castle.
Which QWERTY has not let go of, I'm guessing.
What have I not let go of?
The
Cat.
cat that was in the castle that's passed out. That
Oh
just
shit!
had
Yeah,
persistent
I have the cat. Absolutely.
So, what are we gonna do with all these cats?
Can we keep one?
That's up to you guys.
I
to
look
decide.
I look at the bird that I'm holding on my shoulder, and I'm
yeah.
like,
The cat is eyeing it.
I don't see an issue with this.
I'm a little concerned about this.
Her defenseless
She can
bird
stay
with
in
no
my
eyes and
room.
no wings. It's just sitting there. It can
Yeah,
tell something's up. It's kind of shaking a little
I'm-
bit. It can tell there's something.
So in my dress, I have a sash, and I kind of like for the first time unfold my sash a little bit, and then I set the bird in the sash and fold it up, so like only his little head is sticking out, and he's like on my tummy like a baby swaddle.
So
And I'm just like I'm like very protectively holding my hands over where he is on the sash.
The cat kind of licks its lips a little. He's like,
no.
I just listen.
What if the
I
cat
love.
stays in my room?
That's so great, but still, uh, here's the
Keeping a
even
cat
like when
would
we're
be a
on
good
the
idea.
road, what are you gonna do with a cat when we're like adventuring, you know?
Well, keeping cat would not be a bad idea, because then we would know, what happens.
We can keep an
with
eye
the
on it. It's for
changes.
science.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna change because we cured it.
You don't.
Well,
know
Snowball grew a
that.
pair of wings after Snowball
Well, that was only
healed.
because I turned to Sylvia. I'm like, do you think any of these will? Did any of them look far enough along that you think?
I mean, none of them looked very monstery. I mean, I feel like Snowball only changed because Snowball already had the wings. Like the wings were there when you brought them to us. They were just kind of small and folded up and covered in blood.
Yeah.
Unknown consequences. Meeple still thinks it's a good idea to keep one
Can
cat.
I roll persuasion?
Listen, it's
I also
your
want
life.
to-
If
I
you
also-
would like to keep a cat, I cannot stop you. But if your cat attacks my bird, I can't confirm what will happen.
Isn't
Sounds like a
Rafi's
threat.
bird already dead?
I'm just saying that I love this bird very much, and if anything were to happen to it, I would defend it with my life.
I'll kill everyone here and then myself.
Arafi's tattoo glows for a second as
Arafi
she
will start a
stares at
war
the
over
cat
this bird.
threateningly.
Arafi will start
I'll
a war
leash
for this
train
bird.
it.
Oh yeah, that's great then. If you're gonna, yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
I'll
great.
leash train the cat.
Yeah, awesome. That sounds great then. I love
Yeah.
cats.
Oh,
Immediately, like, cool.
Yeah, no problem solved. Like
I also
listen,
want to
great.
add.
I love animals.
This is the cat that QWERTY is holding from the castle is one of the 2 cats that did not have a gem with a lizard stuck in it.
Okay, good.
So that one probably
seems
that one's
good.
probably not going to change at all anyway.
Okay, cool.
I would take all the cats if I could, but I have a feeling that's not allowed. So
No.
I'll take one.
Can Meeple ask Princess Sylvia?
Yes.
if Princess could take rest of cats and study them like she did with Snowball.
Well, I didn't exactly study Snowball. I mean, Snowball's my sister's cat. I mean, we kind of watched it so it wouldn't go. Got my dice, but it wouldn't so that it wouldn't go rawr, again. But I mean, it was fine. If you guys really want to get rid of them, I suggest maybe bringing them to the farmlands. I mean, I'm sure there's some farmers around that would love a barn cat.
So why?
Oh, we can go take these cats to that woman. I bet she could really use some good barn cats.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys got someone in mind that you think could use some cats, I mean, like I said, I'm sure the farms, would love to have some cats. More the merrier. Take care of the mice and other critters that feast on their crops. Especially since the harvest season's coming soon. There's all sorts of produce out there.
Meepo is going to go off in the corner, pull out a page out of his journal, like rip a page out, and start writing on it.
Meepo does that.
Cool. Thank you so much, Sylvia. That was awesome that you were able to help us so much. Cool. I think we're probably gonna just take these cats to a farmer that we know, and then I will probably have to come back and report to the king and queen, like everything we found. So yeah, maybe we'll see you around. Thank you so much for your help. You're awesome.
Yeah, no
Meepo will
problem.
have Meepo will have written in half celestial, half draconic on this piece of paper, just because he's used to like writing in his own like code talk. On it is a detailed. On it is like detailed, like they're like research notes that Meepo had, but they leave out everything that happened in that cave, everything that we know about these being dragons. But
The
it's
war
literally
crimes.
just everything about that. But it's literally just that we found in the bottom of that cave some cats and lizards, and that we don't know, but the cats had sunstones.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, we
We
can
don't,
say that we
and
killed the people, right?
oh yeah, he does add that part. That's all he
Okay, okay,
says.
okay.
Like he
He
doesn't
doesn't
hide
say
Right,
anything
not
about
the gruesome
not the war
details.
crimes,
Got
about
it,
cut
got
out
it.
tongues or
it's
anything.
just it's like the bare fucking minimum that Meepo feels is necessary to report to the king and queen without giving any high details. He doesn't mention anything about trying to make dragons. He doesn't mention anything about a snake cult. It's like least amount of detail possible. Found some crazy, like weird looking people, killed them. Found some
Yeah.
cats and some cats and some lizards in a cage. Removed the sunstones from the cats. That is all that is written on there.
Plausible deniability, baby. We told you.
And
We
then-
reported.
And then Meepo is going to go to Sylvia and say,
Take this to the king and queen. We are unfortunately going to be traveling very soon.
Oh,
Please.
yeah, of course. And she kind of takes it and she
Oh,
stuffs it in like a
oh,
satchel.
so for posterity's
Yeah?
sake,
he's gonna stab his hand again and sign the paper.
She's like,
tell the king and queen we are very sorry we could not report in person. Very busy. Very, very busy. Many things to do. Must go to,
What the heck is that place called?
Myth Shield.
Mifshield. Must go to Mifshield. Time awaits.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, no, that makes sense.
she kind of
Right.
she kind of looks. She's like,
Raffi looks so
Yeah.
disappointed.
She puts the note away and she kind of looks to you guys. She looks at Raffi, sees their disappointment, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sure we'll see each other soon. I mean, you are registered as an adventuring party under Swansboro, aren't you?"
Right, yeah. Right, yeah.
I
We'll be
pulled the
back for
paper.
sure.
I'm like,
You did? Yes, we are.
Right, yeah, no. We just have to
Me-
we have to go to Miss Shield, but like I'm sure we'll be back super soon, so I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
Yeah, I mean, we always have political things in Myth Shield, so maybe we'll be down there sometime when you are.
Oh, what? Do you guys travel often?
I mean, just for our political meetings and stuff,
How often do royal
Raffi-
families travel? Raffi's so
Raffi,
fascinated all of a
you are-
sudden. Not even like the flirting interest
Oh.
anymore. She's just fascinated about politics right
I was
now.
gonna
She's
say,
like,
Raffi,
how often?
you're
Like,
sweating again.
no, it's not even that anymore. She's like for a second forgotten that she's totally smitten with this girl. She's just like fascinated. She's like, how often do you guys like travel?
Well, I mean, we're the capital, so I mean, maybe once a month we go on a bit of a rounds around the kingdoms and stuff, for political
like-
things and see how the villages are doing.
And all of the princesses go on this normally?
I mean, I do. Elena's not quite old enough yet. I mean, she might be by the time we go again. But yeah, I mean,
How
every now and
old
then.
is typically the age that people start bringing like princesses and stuff?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, depends on the kingdom, I guess. I've only lived here the past couple of years, so I don't know what it was like before my mom married the king.
Sure. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was just curious. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Kind of a little confused by all the questions.
I've
but,
just
you know,
never met a noble before. Like it's really fast. Like it's really cool.
Yeah,
Never met a
happy
princess
to
before.
answer your questions.
Cool. Yeah, I think we have to go, right? Like get those cats to that farmer.
Meepo giveth and Meepo taketh away.
Yeah, Sylvia leaves. She takes the letter and she's out of here. We're also at 5:00, the 5:00 mark. So I think we should probably go ahead and end it here so Pix can go to bed.
Sleepy.
Can we say we just took the cats over to the nice farm lady?
Because I'm probably gonna forget by
also-
next week. Yeah, you let me.
Who we also sent those like rabble
The
rousing
orphans
boys
too,
to go
yeah.
work.
Yeah, this girl is getting so much on her doorstep. You know.
Yeah.
It's
You're
to
welcome,
help
babe.
her.
She's also
we're-
getting
hey.
royal assistance.
Yeah.
She lost her husband, so we're building her a community, okay?
Husband
Oh,
stepped down, so you stepped up.
Well, he died. I don't
Husband
think
didn't
that's
step
fair.
down.
Oh,
Husband
died
was
listen,
thrown down and
brutally.
Sparta kicked off. Let's be fair.
The cat was the husband was murdered by a giant cat. So
Yeah, he stepped down into the ground.
Okay.
How could he die? How dare he?
Yeah, he should have been more
Oh, geez.
careful. You saw how big that thing was. You mean he didn't see it coming?
Just like gaslighting a victim.
Yeah.
What we do?
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
We are the
gas.
professional gaslighters.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. The gaslighting part is silent though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll go ahead and end it there. And we'll pick up with you guys preparing to leave Miss Shield. If you guys want to do any last minute stuff, you know, we'll cover that next time in a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 2. But yeah. Pix, you're welcome to go, girly. You don't gotta stick around.
I'm so tired.
Good night,
Go to
babe.
bed.
Bye.
hanging
See
out.
ya.
Night, Pix. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna go
We
ahead
didn't
and
go over this time, friends.
we didn't. We actually went
go.
under. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream and so see ya, chat.
Anybody? Bye.